Personen ab. Quick, ready yourself.
Shall I push the button?
Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour epic live stream for you lined up today. I know the last couple of days at least, I don't think I did a live stream, and we haven't casted a big challenge in a while as well, I think. So it'd be cool to actually commentate on some games and welcome you all to the chat and to the channel. The game is already hosted, as you can see here. We're just waiting for the players to join. We are a few minutes early. It's always better to be early than to be late. Try telling that to Big Size. We've got a few people here we need to kick, which I think is M4. Firelord is Mad Joker. Just see if they want Radmin or not. But yeah, welcome everyone in the chat. The bot is active, and I will now just go over the rules and stuff. So this challenge, it's not that detailed rules, to be honest, but it is here regardless. So teams today are going to be DK Crazy, Ammo, which I believe goes under the name DK Ammo. Good mates with Crazy, played together a lot of games, and I think that will be the main point to take away from here is Ammo and Crazy, both not only very good team players, but also played together a lot as well. And then they're teaming up with Firelord as well, very solid team player as well, so a really good solid team all round. But then they are against Google, also a very, very highly rated team player. Probably most people would put him in the top 5 or top 3 team players. So very, very strong team player as well. And I think he likes to prove a point sometimes as well, that he's like better than Crazy. I know in a 1v1 I think Google would probably win. That said though, actually Google's a bit rusty because he did like supposedly retire and has now come back. So so yeah, Google is a bit rusty actually. So a 1v1 at the moment between them might actually be pretty close. But in team games, yeah, Google likes to prove a point that he's equal to or better than Crazy in team games. He's teaming up then with Peter and with Wizard. But how often have that team played together? And that is the question I'm asking, well, you lot, and asking myself. But for that reason, I am going to pick Crazy, Ammo, and Firelord to win. I think they are the favorites going into this. Even though Crazy is pretty rusty as well because he's been off 0 for a while. Wait, let's kick this guy. Yeah, he's been off 0 for a while. I need to just keep that on that screen so I can actually see what's going on. Yo, Justin, thank you very much for the $2. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Thank you. So yeah, stream was obviously going to be today, 11th of March, 18 GMT. Mo Mohammed, 99 cents. Thank you very much, my dude. Much appreciated. Referee. Well, referee, it says here it would be Anti-Pro. I think the streamer really should be the referee, but if Anti-Pro is around, then we can always ask him. I mean, Anti-Pro knows his Stefan Zira. He's going to be on the ball, no doubt. Yeah, I think the only thing we might need a referee for here, or the thing most likely that we'll need a referee for, is when we have a Google special, which is the DC screen. Like, well, sometimes when he's in the game, I don't know if it's something to do with his connection, the DC screen just hangs. And sometimes a game can be 30 minutes in and the DC screen just appears and it just freezes there for ages until someone quits or leaves. So I think if we do need a referee for any point or some decisions to be made, it probably will be down to that. So what do we have? We've got a best of 11. So first to win 6 games. Must remember to add that to the score later. It's only going to be on Defcon, which is, I think, pretty cool. I know some people in the chat and in the comments always say, oh, Defcon again? Really? You've played it like 50,000 times. Probably true. It's a fair comment, probably true. But it's also one of the best... it's also one of the best maps. And I think the reason it's one of the best maps is because you've got like the middle to fight over. You've got a decent economy. You've got your oils and stuff. But because of the choke points... And because Generals has like some really strong support powers, you can be winning an engagement and doing really well. But then you can go into one of them choke points, a carpet bomb can come across your army and wipe out the whole army, and then the game goes a hell of a lot longer, even though you were ahead some decently placed support powers. So I think them choke points are another reason why games typically go a bit longer on Defcon. So yeah, then we've got some fair play rules, random reverse, and if there's a decider, it is this. The game is ready to go, so we are going to kick off. Yeah, Size played Vivid today. Yeah, he did do a masterclass. You are very right. But the thing to bear in mind is that of the newer players, so like me, Boyka, Peter, for example, Vivid, all of them lot, we didn't really used to play Nuke Mirrors a hell of a lot back in the day, like when the game first came out. So like in 2003, 2004, 2005, I believe, from speaking to people like Size, they've said that wait for this donation.
DM murder big noob. Go ammo.
Straight to the point. DM murder big noob. Justin, thank you very much, man. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so in 2003, 2004, 2005, people used to play. Well, this is what Size and what Xcal has mentioned as well, is that people used to play Nuke Mirrors all the time. That used to be like the go-to 1v1 match. So yeah, big Size, very experienced, probably played like 10,000 Nuke Mirrors, whereas a lot of us new school players, even though I've been playing the game for a long time now as well, no one's as old school as Size. So yeah, I mean, if you've got tens of thousands of game experience of playing Nuke Mirror, then you should be expected to put on a masterclass. But yeah, he did destroy Vivid today. Spoiler alert, by the way. Ping is going up. We're just checking the ping here. That blue number there at the top left, the yellow number, in case you're wondering, is the frames per second.
Oh, okay, I will work. You change your mind.
There are like spikes, 35.
I am told.
I think we're going to go on try Radmin.
Yes, you change your mind.
I have a feeling it's something like if me and Firelord play together, it's totally fine. But as soon as you add all these other people, because Firelord's from the US, so this game is connecting from the UK to the US to Dubai or wherever Google is. Just 1 second. Just gonna boot up Radmin. Yeah, if you think about the connection's got to join to all them different places, then quickly the ping does of course go up. I mean, if you imagine an internet cable is connecting from my house to someone down the street, you would expect the ping to be fast. But if it's connecting from my house to someone in the US, to someone then in Australia, and then New Zealand, and then Dubai, and then Germany, then you can imagine things are going to get a little bit more complicated. Right, so we're over on Radmin now. Radmin is like a, well, it's called a virtual private network to make your computer think that you're on a network, on like a LAN network. Back in the day before broadband, before fast internet, that's what I used to do actually to play games. My dad would host a LAN party in our garage. We had a pretty big garage. He fitted it all with like work surfaces from bits of wood and stuff that he collected over the time, and converted it into a LAN gaming center, our garage. So I was pretty lucky. Every week, every Friday or every other Friday, we'd do a LAN party in there, and we'd play games from like Unreal Tournament, Motocross Madness, CS, I almost said CSGO, but it would have been CS 1.6 or whatever it was back then. CS 1.6 on Militia, Rescue the Hostages. That was the thing back in the day. And then I remember when like broadband and ADSL, whatever, came out. Well, actually, I remember actually trying to play Counter-Strike on a 56k modem, which you imagine that 56 kilobytes, which is, I don't even know how many kilobytes in so 1,000 kilobytes is 1 meg, isn't it? I think. Well, now I'm on 920 meg download. Back then it was 56k. I mean, I'm only 31 and already talking like this as if it was like way back in the day, but things progress quickly, man. The technology and all that kind of stuff. Technology's progressing faster than ever before. See, people have got crazy internet connections around the world, Korea and in, I think at LA, is it? Where they've got like, I think gigabit connections as standard. Okay, so just waiting for the players. We are just waiting for the players. It's funny that Google suggested Radmin and then 10 minutes later he's still not here. Cyrus D in the chat says CS Militia, good map, but DE Rats was the king. Actually, you know what? The Rats servers, they used to be the most fun thing in the world. So if you played Counter-Strike on a Rats map, it would be like a huge kitchen or whatever, where you'd be able to like, you'd basically be the size of a rat. And you'd be able to like run under the table and run under the chairs, run into these little holes in the cupboards and stuff, like a mouse hole. But then like the enemy team might start on top of the cupboard and you might be on the floor. Like, I had some real good fun playing that, man. Like, super good fun. What news is going on in the world of Zero? There's quite a lot. There's a load of ideas I've got written down of videos that I want to make. A lot of it is like talking subjects. There's a lot of discussion at the moment going on about bugs in 0 Hour and what bugs are allowed and what bugs are banned and stuff like that. There's a few tournaments going on. I need to cast a few replays. A lot of good replays actually been sent to me. A lot of cool stuff going on. So yeah, I'm going to be busy. I'm off work from today for 4 days. So yeah, hopefully making some vids. Let's see. This is not looking good. Not everyone is counting down, but we've got 3 people counting down. I don't really know. I didn't even know that Radmin can slow load. Actually, on the chat says DK crazy with the excuses. 40 hours of tennis too. I mean, he might be putting the excuses out there. I don't know. He might just be telling you what is on his mind as well, if he has genuinely only came back and played 3 games. But to be honest, I don't really think it's going to affect him that much, because DK Crazy doesn't play that often anyway. I can't even remember what just happened. Did I click quit in the end? Yeah, DK Crazy might have genuinely just played 3 games. Should he tell us that anyway? I don't know. Maybe he's just scared of my critical commentary, because if there's any if there's even a slight mistake, I am known to criticize it. If there's not a perfect supply placement with 2 trucks moving maximum 1 millimeter, I will call it out. If he doesn't capture his oil like instantly, if there's a 2-second delay capturing his oil, I'll probably call it out. If he doesn't laser lock his drone on his base, I'll probably call it out. So he might just be afraid of my critical commentary. I mean, ping here seems pretty good. Let me guess who's gone, though. Ammo is the lagger, apparently.
New construction. Bring on the scaffolding.
Arnold in the chat says, hey, Dommy, sad that the donations don't allow credit cards. Tried to pay with the usual bank card, doesn't work. I thought the donations does accept credit cards because I get, if I actually log into the Streamlabs thing.
Make my own road. What's the story?
Sometimes it withholds money from me because it has to go for a credit card process. What's going on here with this little bar? It's because I'm playing, isn't it? It's because I'm playing whilst in observer mode.
That one's done.
So yeah, there's going to be a bit of lag. I mean, when ammo comes back as well, no doubt that's going to increase it as well. I would like to see games with no lag, but I think nothing against Firelord, but because he's from the US, and I think he's not even from like the East Coast. I'm sure isn't he from like the middle of the US somewhere? What's he from? He did tell me. I love his accent, by the way. That's one of my favorite accents in the Zero Hour community. Pratt in the chat says, can I show you what a Goatsi is? No, I think my YouTube channel will get shut down faster than I can probably show you. So DK Crazy says anything below 30 is technically acceptable. I suppose I don't like playing in like 28, 29. I say anything over 25. Actually, anything over 20, and I already get very upset. That's putting it mildly. If it's anything higher than 15, I've always just got that lag on my brain, and like you won't see my 100% definitely.
I beat Murder and Ammo with no mouse, just touchpad.
Just the touchpad, eh? Very nice. Cheers, Justin. I don't know what they're doing. I just pressed go. Are they saying the armies and then re-in? I think they're going to re. It seems like it's got a DC screen anyway. I don't know if this is going to work, to be honest, guys. Let's just add best of 11 to that score. Firelord lives in Missouri. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you hear him speak, because that new MMORPG game that came out a while ago, New World, me and Firelord are playing that like every single day. Like I even quit Zero Hour for a while, but it's gone back into development now. But it's going to come out apparently in August. I'm going to have to make a decision then, to be honest, whether I cut Zero Hour down to 5% and that to 95%, or what do I do? Because it's a game where it requires a hell of a lot of hours. So yeah, I need to make a decision later this year if I'm going to be cutting back on Zero Hour or not. I don't know when the World Series is going to be this year. We're still kind of on lockdown in the UK, but things are supposed to get better over the summer. But the going back to full-time work probably won't happen for me until September. So plenty of Zero Hour lined up this year at least. What is going on here? Yeah, so DK Crazy said anything under 30 ping is acceptable. But what that promotes then is you're not going to be doing any fast rushes that require micro and stuff like that. You're going to be doing more money grab and stuff like that. So it does suit those kind of build orders, and DK Crazy loves them build orders. He loves fast oil through 3 or 4 supplies in the beginning, and then getting a palace and making a 50 black markets. That's DK Crazy style. So the lag does kind of suit him. But I don't think it's his fault. I think it's this ammo's fault. Vinayak says the World Series will be every year. Yes, I know it will be every year. I said, when will it be though? Probably May or something like that. XGuy wants me to roast the players. Well, I mean, if they're making mistakes, I will always call it out. Some people actually say I'm overly critical sometimes, but I mean, yeah, if you watch some more of the casual streamers or casual players that then stream the games, they don't necessarily see the game the same, or like will be thinking what is the best build order and stuff like that. So if I see something that I think is wrong, then yeah, of course I'll say it. We're already 17 minutes in and no games seen just yet. At least we got some armies. So we're going to have infantry, China, stealth against stealth, USA, something. He's reinstalling Radmin at the moment, okay. I don't know if reinstalling Radmin is going to fix things. Yeah, Nishal Joshi is 30 minutes late. Well, it's not. You're not 30 minutes late. Well, technically, yeah, you are because the countdown started earlier. But yeah, games haven't started yet. Connection issues. I mean, going back to it before, you've got Peter's Germany, Crazy's Germany, Goatsi. I don't even know wherever the hell he's from. I'm from the UK. Google's from Dubai. Ammo, I think, is he German? I think. We've got Cyclops here now. Okay, so is this gonna connect now? Let's see.
Hockey is extremely obese.
Well, that's the joke, and that is the rumor. I've seen pictures of him. I think he's a little bit chubby, but I don't think he's extremely obese. But the joke is that he's extremely obese. So, thank you for the $2. DK ammo is not even loading here at all. So, I mean, if you want a drink or popcorn, probably now the time to grab it because something going on with DK ammo. Actually, he's not German, is he? I think I've spoken to him. He sounded like American, I think. Where is he from? I don't actually know where he's from. Osiris D says Ammo's from the UK and Wizard is from Jordan. Okay, things not looking good. Yeah, because I forgot. I actually played with Ammo once. And yeah, I thought he sounded American or British, so yeah, I guess he's he must be British. Okay, we're gonna try something different. We're gonna try Crazy as host. Let's see if this works now. He's from Surrey. Okay. I actually forgot that I played with him. I played a challenge with him. Who did we play against? Oh, we actually played against Team Excal. Yeah, I remember that. Me, Ammo, and Iori. Against Excal. Who is the team now? I forgot. Excal, Wizard. Oh, yeah, Wizard. We played against Goatsi here. Oh, no, Wraith. Wraith, yeah. The drama series. How could I forget? Okay, let's see if this loads. Please load. Please. We are 30 minutes into the stream. Ooh, it's looking positive this time. Okay then, so we have DK Ammo. He's playing as the USA, and alongside him, DK Crazy, also with the USA. Left side, we've got Goatsi. Hang on a minute. What are the teams? I've forgotten the teams for a second. Oh, no. So DK Crazy on the side. DK Crazy on the side? What the hell? I've forgotten the teams for a second. DK... I can't... DK Ammo in green. Crazy. And then Mad Joker. Oh, yeah, so Crazy's not playing middle. Okay, that confused me. Crazy's on the side. Okay, Ammo in the middle. And then we got Firelord, aka Mad Joker. I wish he'd playing under his real name. He's playing on the right side as the pink, I believe he's Stealth. So then down in the south, we have Google. He's going for the Terror card. That is banned. So we've got a problem here straight away. Because it says in the rules that it's... Oh, he's not going to it. Okay, I stand corrected. Then we've got Peter with the infantry in the middle. He's going for a Helix. Is that a little bit too predictable? And then we've got Wizard, aka Goatsi, in the top left. And he's playing with, I believe it was China. Yeah, playing with China. So, yeah, this Helix, is that going to be predicted? And have they droned him? They have. They've droned him. DK Crazy would have told Ammo, you better drone the... You better have droned the Inf and see if he's going to Helix, because that Helix could cause some problems. We're probably going to need Firelord to drop down a tunnel somewhere. Probably in the middle would be decent. Or, like, here or somewhere in one of his mates' bases. So, when the Helix, inevitable Helix, does come across the map, which they've seen, they know this is coming, and they know it's heading to DK Crazy. So, yeah, those quads would be needed. But is Firelord too locked into a... 1 versus 1 here against Google. So Google's coming across the map with his technical. Going to drop off a worker. It's a Google's signature move. And DK Crazy is going to have to put up with this Helix, which is going to come and open up the front of DK Crazy's base. Now DK Crazy... Ooh! He made 2 wrapped. He made 2 lot. Did he mean to make... Did he need to make both of them? Does it one-shot Helix? I think... Nah, it must need 2. One must severely low it. So yeah, he's actually saved DK Crazy there. But has he though? Because Wizard is applying the pressure with these GATs now. The V is almost going down. It does escape just, but there's 2 more GATs here to deal with. And that Firebase taking some damage. We've got this Tentacle running around, causing some havoc in Ammo's base. It's actually that's the enemy one there, and it's taking out these vanilla raptors, which have been used to take out the Helix. So smart move there from Ammo, but he has been taking some damage now from Google. Google not yet got his oils. DK Crazy has, of course, gotten his oils. Always typically gets them pretty fast. It's remade a second Chinook now, and it's stabilizing. But have they made a mistake here? Should DK Crazy be going in the mid? Because I think he's the stronger player. But DM Ammo a really solid mid. Sorry, DK Ammo. I always get confused. DM, DK. Google's getting his oils now, but Firelord's already on his oils. Firelord's are actually already on a second arms dealer. No tunnel there, no defensive tunnel, and only just a tunnel. Oh, sorry, a second tunnel going down in the mid. And DK Ammo is now collecting from the mid with the Chinooks. Another Helix coming in again, and evacs this time. And now the front, I think, is going to get busted open well and truly. That Firebase has gone down. This Dozer, no doubt, is going to get picked off. And now these Vs here from DK Crazy. going to be left to micro against this oncoming wave of infantry, the Gats. It's looking pretty grim, I would say, for DK Crazy. But I think I do prefer the left side. Do I prefer the left side armies? I don't know, it's just like whenever you get 2 USAs, it's like it's better to have a different composition, I think. It's good to have like 1 USA, but as soon as you have like 2 or 3 USAs, I just think your composition becomes really weak. It becomes very samey. But that said, though, I suppose they've tried to mix it up with the Raptors. But DK Crazy's base is basically gone. Firelord in the middle now with a load of quads. Got a palace going up for Google. Head of the tech, but Firelord therefore has more quads in the middle and able to secure his mid earlier. But Google does have a presence in the mid too, and with the help of these outposts, we'll be able to push this back. I don't really know what Firelord is trying to get done here. I don't think you've really got a chance against this composition of quads backed up by outposts. I think they're just trying to get something done because DK Crazy has lost his base. I think Firelord expanding to the middle and taking more supplies is probably a bigger importance, and also tunneling your mate like here is probably very important as well. But Firelord is just like, he's focused on the middle, but he's only just dropping down a supply now. Would like to see the whole middle covered in cyan tunnels and stingers and stuff like that, or at least tunnel your mates and help at the top here. So big pop here of quads from Google. Does take down pretty much all of the quads there of Firelord, but there are more coming in from the top. Yeah, pretty nice engagement there for Google. Google performing super solid so far, it looks like. Actually, that was Google's supply, not even Firelord's. Did make a mistake there. So yeah, Firelord's not even taking control of the mid. And USA Chinooks are going down here. Tank Hunters here have taken out the oils, and that bunker will go down. We're left now with ammo, but if the infantry now just switches to MiGs, then these Vs are going to get wrecked by napalm MiGs. So, yeah, so far looking like a 1-0 for Team Google. Interesting that Google's playing on the side as well, but I think it's a position he does like. He actually prefers that than the mid. He actively always wants to be on the side, so yeah, maybe it makes sense to put him there where he wants to play. GG from DK Crazy. He is out. He is the rusty one here. GG from Goatsi. Actually, double GG. Dozer goes down there. Was that actually Firelord's Dozer? Yeah, it was, because he's got a power. So Google getting pushed back here on the right side by Firelord. What was the reason for their loss here? Like I said, as soon as you get like 2 USAs in an army on in an army matchup on Defcon, I typically don't like it. I'd prefer like a USA and a GLA to back it up or something like that. But should Firelord have tunneled his mates from the very beginning? Should he have expanded to the mid more? I think so, yes. So yeah, the score is going to go 1-0 for Team Google. But will they be able to flip it and make it 1-1 on the reverse? I think they may be able to. The Helix, even though it went down in the beginning, the second Helix did bust open the front of DK Crazy's base. And also, is it a wise idea putting DK Crazy on the side when typically he's a very solid middle player? So many questions, so many questions. So we're going to have, again, Firelord and Google will do basically a 1v1 here on the bottom. Or should they? Is that where now Firelord should realize getting involved in the 1v1 isn't the thing to do? Should you be tunneling your mates sooner and supporting them quicker? Just bunker off your side and expand to the mid. That's what I think. Sometimes people can just get stuck in this 1v1, like, I need to take my guy down. But often you can just bunker it off and support your mates elsewhere. I mean, it's easier said than done when you're actually in the game. It's, of course, different. But yeah, you got to remember sometimes you can bunker off your side and tunnel your mates. So are we going to see a Helix here now from DK Ammo, or is he going to do outpost spam or something else? I do like the Helix because it keeps the USAs on their toes. I mean, if a Helix suddenly in your base, you've got to be thinking about that. You've got to have some fast missile defenders out, maybe a fast TOW V possibly, or are we going to see the vanilla Raptors again? So we've got 2 USAs here, which is Goatse and Peter, supported by Google on the side, which is Stealth in the cyan color. And then down in the south, we have Firelord again, going to be against Google. Are we going to see just another 1v1, or is he going to support more? And then we've got DK Ammo with the green. Infantry in the back. It's looking like a Helix the way his base is being set up, but let's see. And then up in the top, we've got DK Crazy, now playing with the China Vanilla. So not looking that great so far for DK Crazy. Not only is he just lost as the USA, getting doubled relatively quick, but he's now playing as China Vanilla. Is he going to get doubled or hit again, or is it going to go the same? I think it's going to go similar to before. We got a Helix out, we've got a drone, so they know it's coming. It's not a it's not going to be a surprise Helix, but this is the difference. Look at this, straight across the map. This is why Google is one of the best team players, because he's tunneling his mates straight away. So then this guy doesn't have to make Raptors, which is Peter. Peter's going for a drop. And it's going to be on top of the Helix, maybe. I mean, the Helix spawns from here, I think. So, not really sure how well that drop's going to go. I mean, he's going to delay the Helix for a bit, I suppose. A technical could just be sent from here to support this. The tunnel is already doing damage from there. The Helix spawns from there, like I said. And that drop from Peter is not really going to achieve that much, I don't think. All there's going to be left is these 2 ranges, which could just be cleared up by either a technical or anything. We have got a technical there inside of Firelord's supply line. It's not a perfect box there, by the way. I think this is just designed to slow the Helix down. I think that's what it is, to give Goatse time to get some stuff up. And he's built 2 fire bases, 2 supplies. So I think this is the right call, what they're doing here. I'm just not convinced that Peter's drop did enough there, or he could have done a little bit more. Maybe if he dropped here, he could have laser locked the Helix. He could have killed some trucks, but he has delayed the Helix. That's a fact. He has delayed the Helix. So is that enough to now give this this guy time? We have Google getting both of his oils, looking in a strong position. Again, we've got Philo going for a second arms dealer, whereas Google is also going for a second arms dealer this time. He's already got a tunnel there in the mid. And we've got this big attack here from the orange player, which is DK Crazy. But this is going to be a hard ask, really, without really any support. But they're a Helix. It's going to get shut down very, very fast. That's going to go down. DK Ammo. Was that too predictable? Should they have changed it up? Man, it's looking very, very bad for Team Crazy at the moment. Team Crazy is bringing a load of infantry here, but another fire base. There's a load of quads inside that tunnel. Firelord again has not tunneled his mates, so should that be something again they could have think of? I don't want to pick on Firelord too much. I actually like Firelord, but could he have done like a tunnel here, He could have TNT'd the front fire base to let then China in. That could have been a variation instead of having to go for the Helix again, which you could say is predictable. It looks like there's going to be a DC screen. Oh, I hope not. When Google's in the game, sometimes DC screen just come up and then you'll be there for like 100 hours waiting for the DC screen to go. Helix now back in action, but the quads are popped out here. But that front tunnel is going to go down. So Google's presence in the mid at the moment is only really that tunnel and these units that are out. DK Crazy's not interested in taking his foot off the gas, despite the AOD basically going on at the top there. Is he just going to come in from a different angle, probably just against this bunker? Could possibly be. This is a big game, this one. You don't want to go 2-0 down in a set. It would be nice to start with a 1-1, just in terms of the mentality of the left team here. But yeah, DK Crazy with this massive man spam. He's only the China vanilla. He's not the infantry, by the way. DK Ammo, very slow getting his oils. He does have MiGs out now, and they do have napalm. But DK Crazy is left to engage here completely by himself. The MiGs did not come in tandem with them. And DK Crazy's whole army has been pretty much obliterated, all for the price of what? 5 Vs went down, I think, there? So yeah, this is definitely looking in favor of the right side team. However, Firelord with a little bit of pressure here on the right side again. MiGs coming in on the right side do hit the tunnel there of Google, but is Google's army outside of his tunnels at the moment? So this is probably a good call, recognizing they were losing the mid and now just pushing straight into Google's base. So actually Google's base looking pretty much in danger. He's probably going to lose his oils, I would say. If this attack achieves anything before it gets pushed back, you want to kill these oils. Like, killing that arms dealer is not a priority. Killing this supply is not a priority. You want to be shooting these oils. It's a huge mistake. This is not doing anything. If both them oils fail to go down, or even one of them survives, it's a huge mistake, because those 2 oils could have died, and you need to take that, especially if you're going to throw away your whole army, which they basically just did. It was a nice try and a counter-attack. Google's got some money now. He could be throwing down a supply in the mid. The yellow player here has got 4 Chinooks collecting there. He's brought some Vs over here down the bottom right to support as well. He's got some Vs here. Bit of pressure now playing on Firelord. To me, straight away, the team play from the right team, from Team Google, just seems like miles ahead. I mean, we're talking light years ahead. Look at them combining their forces and attacking. But DK Crazy's army left to get completely obliterated by himself before. That was not good. DK Crazy should have gone back, and he should have asked for his mates' support as well. But yeah, now Firelord, his attack was kinda okay. But now he's left to fight against all of these quads, as well as these purple Vs from Peter. Peter's on double War Factory V spam, by the way, with tow missile upgrade. DK Crazy liking his bunkers and his gats. Despite his whole army getting wrecked before, he is still very much in the game. He doesn't have chain guns, which I would like to see. He's got the money floating for it, and he's got these Infernos here. So yeah, I think some of these fire bases at least will go down. Google seems pretty much attention occupied here in the mid, and a purple player as well. So DK Crazy here might be able to push back the yellow player. He does have a lot of Vs though, and if these Vs can just get in and pick off a couple of these Infernos. Actually, the Infernos are already going down because he's gone too close to this bunker. So yeah, those Infernos now. This is a horrendous attack. You don't want to fight that, DK Crazy. What are you doing? He's going to lose his whole army now, but I think he feels so committed to the attack that he probably just hanging around. But yeah, that's not the best of play from DK Crazy. Losing them for a few Infernos, even though it doesn't look like much, it just stops the Infernos from creating the Firestorm. Big attack going on down here from Google and from Peter. Keeping their forces together. Very, very decent team play, but also decent team play here from DM Ammo. Sorry, I keep saying DM, don't I? It's DK. I think it's because it's DM Murder, isn't it? There's some people that use DM. Is it DM Crew as well? Yeah, DK Ammo and Mad Joker, which is Firelord. And they are pushing these Vs back slowly. 2 Vs did get picked off. Firelord is on 3.8k. He's got Palace up. He's only collected on 2 workers there, 1 worker there, so definitely not the best. Got Tomahawks actually out of all things now from Wizard, which is AK Goatsi, the yellow player. And they're doing pretty good damage actually. DK Crazy's bringing in his Gats and ECMs. Big fight in the middle. And pretty much whoever wins the middle fight, whoever secures all these supplies, you should technically win the game because there's so much supplies in the middle. So many supplies, like 100 and something K. Carpet and artillery there on the yellow USA player. Let's take out both oils, and Google's lost 1 oil as well. So, I mean, if the left team can just keep in the game and keep holding on, then I suppose they're going to have a 3 oil lead, which is massive, actually. When are we going to see the support powers from the USAs? Because we've got Goatsi. He's actually level 3 already, but why haven't we seen the A10? Or have we seen the A10? Have I just missed it? Mix coming in there with the napalm do go down, though. DK Crazy still pumping out of 2 war factories. He does have the chain guns now, which I like to see. It's very, very useful for taking out these Vs and for taking out the quads as well, especially when the quads don't have AP ammo. Peter here with the V spam again. But Firelord has now got a battle bus here with his quads. And taking out, yeah, pretty much taking out all the purple Vs there. But Google is still here with the quads. And he's got his own battle buses out. And it looks like he's ahead because he's got 2 battle buses. He's got more vetted and scrapped up quads. DK Crazy losing pretty much all of these gats here. This is looking really good from Google, to be honest. Very, very good performance from Google. He's also making markets back at home. He's got 2.2k. Could sell that if we're to pick holes in his play. If we're just to find any little thing. Could bring his workers to the middle and collect from the middle more. Healthy amount of workers there, though, which I'd love to see. Firelord finally making some workers there, but only collecting on 1 worker there. But I suppose he's only got a little tiny bit of supplies left to collect anyway. DK Crazy on 4.1k. He's got loads more gats to come, but no ECMs. He could have ECMs, but there's no ECMs in this mix. Would be very useful, I think, against these yellow Vs. But I mean, unless the yellow Vs just walk straight into the gats, then of course you don't need the ECMs. It's all about the fight for the middle at the moment. Peter has brought a dozer and a supply to the mid. Google's also collecting from the refinery. I think Google is looking like MVP at the moment. Not only was it a really smart play to drop that tunnel down there and defend against the Helix in the beginning. I wouldn't even say it's really smart. It's pretty much common sense, really, isn't it? But we'll call it smart. Call it good team play. And then he's also taking the middle. He's dropping down stingers and tunnels in the middle as the GLA should, as the stealth should. And yeah, even after that bad attack that he took before, he's actually managed to recover. And everything's looking pretty rosy, I think, for Google, which is the Cyan GLA. DK Crazy once again bringing in a massive army, but how long can DK Crazy keep this up? Because that's mined out, that's mined out. He's only on 2 oils. It seemed a bit weird. He just walked into that huge line of defense. That was a bit of a beast of an army, but he's just basically lost half of it because he just walked into a massive army. So, I mean, the thing you got to remember, like someone said in the chat, Mr. X said in the chat, that DK Crazy has been away for 3 months and this is his first day back, so I mean, with things like that, you'd maybe imagine micro might be a little bit off, but a decision just to walk your army straight into a choke point and a death zone. I don't know, maybe he was, I think he was just probably looking elsewhere, or maybe he misclicked or something. DK Ammo and Firelord, though, are still not out. They don't want to back down anytime soon. He's got 3 markets of his own. He's got a 1 oil lead over Google, but Google has this extra supply, and I think he has 1 more market as well. No doubt Google will be on bounty as well. He's killed more. He's killed more than anyone on his team, I think. DK Ammo's killed a hell of a lot, actually, with them outposts. See, he's almost approaching 5 stars. So yeah, it looks like the right team are secure in the middle. Firelord doesn't want to give it up. He has dropped down some markets. I mean, if you speak to a player like Rage, he will always say, whilst you lose in the mid, you shouldn't be dropping down any secondary eco, like any markets and stuff like that. So Firelord could have saved, I suppose, 5k, but he is making money back on these markets. You still need at least 1 market to obviously get the upgrades, AP ammo and stuff like that. He doesn't have AP ammo though, and he was floating 5k. We've got some mines dropped down in the middle. We've got an artillery coming from the green. DK ammo. Is that going to be on the mid? It's going to be here, I think. It's quite nice, actually, because it killed the VN ambulance and the firebase. I like that. It's quite kind of nice. I would like to see more oils targeted down. Ooh, is that going to kill some Vs? It is. Going to kill 2 Vs and an ambo as well. Didn't take out the supply though, but I did hear the cash hack come in, which is very nice as well. These oils here have been taken out, actually, meanwhile I've been talking. And DK Crazy is going to lose 1 oil to Colonel Burton. So sometimes, actually, you've seen DK Crazy dropping down these gats. I actually just like to drop down like 1 gat in between. Just so you get the Burton detected. Or, yeah, drone from your mate on your oil at least. Or something, just something. Maybe a Firelord again. Has he even tunneled his mate? He hasn't tunneled all the way over here. So, I mean, by this point in the game, it should be standard. You should be tunneling your mate from across. And especially their oils. If you're not going to tunnel their front, you want to be tunneling their oils. But yeah, no tunnels here as well. So, I mean, Firelord's doing a good performance. But, yeah, these things are kind of to be expected. If you want to be a top team player, I think tunneling your mate by the 15th minute mark is kind of a must. DK ammo coming in with the mix and do kill a decent amount of Vs there, including the ambulance. There was 4 units. DK Crazy still applying the pressure with the Infernos. But as soon as 1 Inferno gets picked off, this army becomes so much weaker because it's just not able to firestorm. So yeah, that army now will get obliterated. DK Crazy's trying to collect from here. DK ammo is already collecting. It's better than the trucks just sitting around doing nothing, I think. Google is on a lot of markets. This is where Google thrives. This is where Google's been a million times before on Defcon. And as GLA, he'll drop down a lot of markets. He knows when to drop down the scuds. And you can see he's way ahead of Firelord at this point. Google's now on a 1 oil lead over Firelord. And got all the markets, and got a better tunnel presence, not only in the mid, but also of his mates in that early tunnel there as well. So, I think for a small price to pay, which is the $800 for a tunnel, if your tunnel's just there and DK Crazy gets attacked by something, you can probably pop your units, you can probably kill some stuff and help him defend and then go back inside. You won't even lose anything half the time if you just need to defend against a little attack. But if you don't have that $800 tunnel there, then DK Crazy at a later point or maybe earlier in this game could have been overrun and no tunnel would have been there from Firelord. So, and to not tunnel your mates is a huge, huge error. Very, very nice. Pretty standard thing in Defcon is the carpet in between and artillery in between. It does kill both oils. Seems a little bit overkill just for 2 oils, but the oils are so important that you do want to get them down. So, Google's only collecting from 1 supply in the mid. These crates are kind of still up for grabs, but this one here is going to get mined out by DK ammo. Weirdly, he's going to collect it faster than Google, I think, even though Google's had that for seemingly for ages. EMP comes in, takes out Chinook. I just think this game is just going to be all about Google's late game. Google is the strongest player in terms of what's on the map right at the moment. The carpet bomb coming in. EK ammo with the carpet. That was a real nice carpet, actually. Google taking massive damage there. Lost a lot of stuff. A10 coming in. Oh, on Ammo's army. Does they only take out 1 outpost, but it's still... 1 outpost is better than nothing. Mine drop. Yeah, mine drop coming in front of the tunnel, so Google's not able to defend that now. But, I mean, losing the mid at this point is less important than it was before because a lot of the crates have been taken from there. This supply is nearly empty. That supply is empty. Google getting a cash hack on him again. But Google's going to be on, I think... Is that 2 scuds or did I see a third? I think it's 2 scuds he's going to be on soon. I don't even know what that is anymore. Tank drop? Sorry, minigun drop is infamously. Minigun drop in the back of the base. How much work is that going to get done? It could get some stuff done. It could capture and force a few buildings to be sold if it's not reacted to very quickly. Firelord has finally tunneled his made soil there at top and got a tunnel here as well. V's do clear up those minigunners, and Google's scuds have been beaconed. Number 1, or number SW and 2. Justin with his Hawkeye comment, as standard.
Hockey weak legs and shins can't handle big belly.
I feel like Hawkeye gets picked on quite a lot. Where was that Tox Bomb? Okay, her Tox Bomb is here. Mix coming through for DK ammo. Lotus is going crazy with the disable. But she did get taken out. We've got a massive sneak attack here actually from Google. Google does have all the upgrades. Firelord has none of the upgrades. Carpet bomb coming in from DK ammo, and that's going to be another epic carpet from him. The sneak attack gets taken out, as well as a chunk of the army there. But yeah, Firelord is just so far behind in terms of like the upgrades. Google's got way more scuds, he's got way more markets, he's got an extra oil. By the way, they should have killed that 10 minutes ago when they did that attack. I told you that was a huge mistake. And that's leading to Google's economy. I mean, imagine 10 minutes ago how much money, well, 1 oil would have collected 10k in 10 minutes. So you basically give him 2 free scud storms. That's basically what you did by not killing that 1 oil. So DK Ammo has been making hackers. It's got like 7-ish hackers. We've got what else has that even been taken out by? Probably Colonel Burton again. Got a scud going up for Firelord, which is Mad Joker. Mix coming through on the V's. So Peter's not having the best of times, but we got a scud storm actually fired. Where's that going to hit? Probably here. Yeah, if in doubt on Defcon where to hit the oils. Always a good choice. Yeah, it's killed the oils. So, yeah, I'm going to stick by what I said. Google's MVP. Google's late game going to carry this game. Right team are going to win and go 2-0 here, I think. There is $90 up for grabs today, by the way, in today's challenge, sponsored, I believe, by Anti-Pro. So shout out to that guy. He is in the chat. So Google with the massive quad spam yet again, but there are quite a few outposts here from DK ammo, and they seem pretty fully loaded as well, so these quads are going to go down pretty quick, but one outpost has gone down so far. Quad cannons are such a cool unit. Like you just spam that one unit, and I know it kind of breaks the game how you just spam one unit and it wrecks everything, but quad cannons are such a good unit to have a load them and to attack. It's such a fun and cool feeling to be controlling them and and to watch him. I mean, it's not fun for the enemy when he's got so many, because especially with the AP ammo and the repair, you just basically attack move or guard mode, and they just wreck absolutely everything. Such a trusty unit you can just spam loads of, and then backed up by buggies if you do come across anything you can't take down with just the quads. Such a strong combo for stealth. He's got 3 scuds. One's going to fire in 20 seconds, which is going to be this one. DK Crazy is pretty much fully wiped out Wizard, though, and Wizard CC is going to be going down as well. Google's coming in here to now help. But like I said earlier about tunneling your mate's oils and stuff like that, I would like to have seen a tunnel here from Google. Or at least on the entrance or something, because then this army would have been able to support that easier. A10 did take out the flamer though, so that CC is gonna survive. But yeah, Google's having to work extra hard here. It's not 100% decided. I suppose DK Ammo's still got these hackers here. Needs to repair these buildings though. He's got a dozer just sitting idle. GG from DK Crazy. He has absolutely nothing. He's China Vanilla. The attack in the beginning did not work. Everyone's GG, I think. And I can't see that Firelord... Oh, he's got another scud to the face. That 20-second scud that we talked about has now hit the palace, and it's just going to be Google coming in now, finishing everything off. I don't think Firelord should continue. This is just a waste of time. Yeah. Oof. What can he do? He's got these hackers, but I don't think his economy's just good enough. Just Google MVP. Way stronger than Firelord throughout that. He did the cool move in the beginning by tunneling his mate and defending against the Helix. So yeah, Google played super well there. 2-0 for Team Google. It's only a best of 11, so they're already, what, a third of the way there. The DK Ammo has gone host here. That means that Ammo does want to be in the mid. Taking team 1 by mistake. Just seeing if we're going to go and then re.
Sure is. Thanks for streaming, mate.
Yo, Anti-Bro, thank you for the $10. Much appreciated. Thank you also for sponsoring this. Would not be happening without him. I'm just waiting for Google to accept. Maybe he just needs to cool down after his performance from that previous game, maybe. Big Smoke in the chat wants to see a free-for-all, as he does every single day. If it was up to Big Smoke, we'd just like literally watch and play free-for-alls 24/7. Big Smoke can't handle anything. If it's 1v1, nope. 2v2, nope. 3v3, nope. 4v4, nope. 1v1v1, nope. Has to be a 6-player free-for-all. Yeah, free-for-alls are good. A good part of any game, really. Any RTS game. I don't think I'm in the game. Because sometimes Radman does this. Yeah, I'm not in. Let's see if we can actually get out. Because sometimes the Radman does this, the game freezes. I don't actually know how to get out. Might have to control Alt and delete. Ah, man. I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? I'm going to have to do it. Control delete. That's the one thing about Radman that's bad. AS15 says this is vanilla 0. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's patch 1.04 plus. Sorry, what mind about plus? Patch 1.04. It's the latest EA patch that was released in like 2003, 2004, whenever it was.
Give these $2 to Hockey's next beer. Drink Fady.
Why do I get the feeling that Justin really likes hockey? Yeah, $2 for a beer. Hockey has got a good point. You can find really cheap beer in places like £1.99, but that's still talking like $2.50. Oh, why the hell hasn't my observer mode worked? That's weird. Maybe because I control deleted. Maybe that's why. Oh well, we're gonna have to put it with that for now. So we've got DK Crazy down in the southeast playing as the GLA Tox. Over on the right side, we've got Google with the USA Vanilla. So an interesting battle there between two big players. Down in the bottom left, we've got DK Ammo, and he's going to be against their mid, which is the red USA. So tanking into USA in the mid. And then up here on top left, we've got Mad Joker, which is Firelord. So China Vanilla playing in this position pretty much every time so far. And then we've got another USA here for Wizard. It's the same thing going on up here, but actually this time it's Air Force. Okay, so we've got Air supported by USA and then another USA. Okay, so yeah, interesting one. You probably prefer the USAs in this matchup. You probably do prefer the USAs, but the same thing goes as what I said before, is because you've got the 3 USAs, you can have the same composition. You're going to have these, unless this guy's going to go Raps, but I think might be a bit of a risk when there's a tank on the field with the tank gats. You don't want to be messing around with Raptors around tank gats, that's for sure. Did I ever play Call of Duty? Only like way back in the day, single player mainly. Might have played like 10 games online. That's all. And we're stuck on the DC screen. I did say this is probably going to happen. Google's going to put a question mark now. Wait for him to put the question mark, because he pretends like it's not him. But it is. But it is usually Google. This is going to freeze. That's the Google special. So DK Crazy there blaming it on Radman. The Radman does have its issues. That's for sure. But that DC screen there was not a Radman issue. That's a Google issue. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, so Google wants Peter to make. Might just have to grab a drink, to be honest, while they while this next game loads. Okay, so it looks like it is going to load. So yeah, it's basically battle of the USA's versus the China's with a supporting Tox. Now, is it going to DC screen again? I'm just going to use this opportunity to grab a drink, so 1 sec. Okay, so good time, and it does look like this is actually playing out now, which is cool. And yeah, we've already introduced the players previously, but we'll mention it again. We've got DK Crazy here playing against Google in the blue. Google's changed color now. He's not the cyan that he was before. Then we've got Peter with the, I think he's just USA. And then we've got Air against China. And the USA that is Peter is going to be against the middle tank for ammo. Tank for ammo, he's good with tank. He's generally a solid player in the mid all round, to be honest. But I've seen him do some cool stuff with or cool performances, shall we say, with tank before. Gonna have one full V here from Peter. That's going to be probably running around causing some havoc for the tank. Let's see if DK Ammo will be able to take it down, or whether it'll be able to maybe hunt him or kill some trucks. Behind that, Peter is going for the oil. No capture upgrade just yet, but he will be making that, no doubt, just now. So yeah, it's going to be hard to micro this with the lag, because you see there at the top left, we've got 39 ping. So yeah, it's a big ask, really, of just 1v, because that 1v is supposed to have such a big impact, so you need to make as much big of an impact as possible. When there's lag and when you've not got your ambulance nearby as well, it's going to be a bit of a tough ask, I think. So DK Crazy with the Tox, he's getting his oil just now. Firebase going up for Google here. Google's gone for 2 supplies and no oil just yet. That was a horrendous V from Peter. Really, really poor. Because even if he'd escaped there, he would have trapped himself there between the tunnel. Between that, so yeah, I'm not that impressed with that V at all, really. He does have both his oils now, but yeah, it's a really bad start for him, and he's also given some veterancy to this technical here as well. Crazy will now be on 2 arms. He's also got a decent amount of workers out on both of his supplies. DK Ammo with the GAT spam. And another thing to take into account is because of the lag, I actually prefer to play with the tank. You don't want to be playing with USA or with Air Force in a horrendous lag, because your RAPs or your Vs will get picked off easy by the tank gas, which can just attack move. So actually in laggy games, I actually really enjoy playing as tank, because you can just off an attack move and kill things. So yeah, DK Crazy Ammo team having more success so far in this game. We've got Mad Joker, which is Firelord. Kind of passive at the moment. He is getting those napalm MiGs up. And yeah, if these Vs get bunched together, those MiGs could just come in and one-shot this whole army. He does have chain guns already, actually, DK Ammo. Very, very nice to see that nice and early. Seen it online in the chats, there's just 51 likes on the stream. Come on, guys. Yeah, I agree. If you enjoy these kind of challenges, remember to hit the like button. When we get to 950 likes, oh, we're gonna have the DC screen again, I think. I hope not. MiGs do come through. and take out 2 Vs, leave the ambulance low as well. 52 ping we are now talking up here on the top left. Really, really horrendous. But is it since we switched host to Peter? Because I'm pretty sure it was like 20 something earlier on at the start of the stream. But that's the thing, like when you sort out these challenges, I think you need to think where are all the players playing from. I think having the US as well as like Dubai, for example, I don't think that's really a that's not a positive here, is it? I don't think. I'm host next game, 62 ping. I mean 64 is the max. So we're talking 2 off the max. Technicals coming in now for DK Crazy. He is turning around. He probably meant to turn around about 2 seconds earlier, but because of the 2-second delay, because of this horrendous ping. Yeah, you never know what he actually meant to do and what actually happens. Oh, he's going to walk into the firewall, or the firestorm rather. Big technical pop out there from DK Crazy. He's trying to take out these Avengers, but with this lag, it's not really working out. He's lost pretty much all of his technicals there. A few Vs have gone down as well, but I don't think that was the greatest engagement there from DK Crazy. He did lose a hell of a lot of techs. Makes coming through now for Firelord. Kind of nice hit. 2 Vs did go down, but for 2 MiGs, you probably will take that. You probably will take that. The lag is getting better now. 27, 28 ping now. DK Ammo taking over all the mid. 3rd war factory, actually 4th war factory for... Oh no, am I seeing things? I'm seeing things. It's going to be 3rd war factory. Does have his prop out. Are we going to see tunneled oils from DK Crazy? As I say that, I can hear a bomb ticking in my overheads. What the hell's going on here? The bomb has been planted. What the hell is going on? So the Colonel Bitten was hiding there next to the tunnel. These are the kind of tunnel placements we wanted in front of the MiGs and by the oils. Very, very important tunnel placements and good support there from DK Crazy. Would like to see a tunnel here as well. Would like to see the Anthrax Gamma upgrade from DK Crazy, because his tunnels will do a lot more damage with the Anthrax Gamma. I think it's like plus 50%. Extra damage, and you fire the pink toxin instead. You're about to take out these Vs a lot easier, a lot quicker. Makes that did come through, picked off a chunk of the Vs and mostly escaped. I mean, I think I saw 1 or 2 good to go down. We actually got some Comanches here from Goatsi, which is Wizard. Going to probably take out this airfield. Will he actually achieve his goal in killing the airfield? Because he is losing Comanches there. I don't think he's going to kill it. And this dozer here could go and repair that, by the way. So yeah, it looks like the left team are having more success, I suppose, especially with this lag. When the enemy composition is either Comanches or with the Vs, all these tank guys have to do is just be spread around the map, and there's not a lot that the right team can do. In these 3v3 games, you want to make your army composition as varied as possible, or as strong as possible. Just loads of MTVs or just loads of full Vs, not the greatest. I mean, to have GATs on the ground combined with MiGs, combined with the GLA Tox tunnels and stuff like that is very, very good. This MiG usage hasn't been absolutely perfect. A lot of MiGs did go down there. Yes, he picked off a few more V's, but eventually Mad Joker, Firelord will run out of cash. They're expensive to lose, 1,200 each.
Tip. Hockey buy clothes that fit, not mediums.
Justin continuing his love for Hawkey there. Thank you for the $2 donation. Propaganda center being built. I would like to see maybe Firelord come to the mid and take one of these supplies. Hope we don't see an internet center. I've got a supply going up here for DK Crazy. DK Crazy is also collecting from the mid here as well, and he's been pretty much allowed to do that by Google. Google's not interested in protecting that. Got Colonel Burton here. He's planted a massive bomb on the side of this building, which is the refinery. One thing that always annoys me is you can never really see that ticking. When you're fully zoomed out, you're like, what number is it showing again? But you have to zoom right in to see what it's even remotely showing on the on the timer. I suppose one thing they've got going for the right team is that the air support powers will start to come into place sooner or later. He's on 900 XP now. Needs to get to obviously 1500 to get the level 3 Spectre, A10, Pathfinders, whatever he wants to get. Carpet bomb as well, going to be able to be used every, I think it's 2.5 minutes. It's a really strong carpet. And the MiGs, they're going down. They were not off the ground, not on guard mode somewhere else. So yeah, Carpet does manage to take out a really expensive hit there for Firelord. Makes him in once again, and do pick off some Vs for free this time. The MiGs do escape, but a whole airfield of MiGs did just go down. Actually got hackers being built there for Firelord. Any hacker fans in the chat? I think that's a good idea or a bad idea at this point. Would another airfield of units be useful? Or the hackers? Is that the best choice? I think it varies whether it be a 1v1, 2v2 or 3v3. I suppose when you've got your mates bunkering you as well, I think it makes more sense to make hackers. I'm not saying it's the right decision. But yeah, he's only got one airfield now, so if that one airfield gets wiped out, he's not... Oh, he's got another one here, actually. He's got another one. Okay, so we've got... both oils there have gone down for the right team. Hold the line for the air player, which is yellow. DK Crazy still not with the Gamma upgrade. I think that's quite a big mistake. You definitely want to get the Gamma upgrade. It makes your RPG stronger as well as your Stingers. And as well as obviously your Toxin Tunnels. Got a double A10 coming through now. Probably going to be on the... Oh, that was a really poor A10 there from red player, which is Peter. Really poor. Really, really poor. Did not achieve anything. Hit the palace.
Search and destroy.
A lot of V's here for Peter. I do feel for the USA players because they're not really able to do it a lot. Like, there's no way you're going to be microing Vs against this GAT spam. So you're forced to kind of do the empty V spam, maybe Crusaders, stuff like that. Google's trying a bit of a poke here with his Vs. He's lost his Search and Destroy, actually. He's being rebuilt now. He's going to need Search and Destroy if he's going to be able to take down this defense, but there's a load of GATs and ECMs moving in now. And Firelord's artillery is coming in on this top spot. Gonna hit the oils, I think. Maybe oils will go down. Should go down, yeah. Pretty much you always see them go down when they hits perfectly. With the carpet and the artillery perfectly between.
Sarade can't look back in anger. Too fat for that.
People having a discussion in the chat about whether Oasis is the biggest band ever. Ever or whatever. I mean, they're pretty big. Or were pretty big. Wonder if they'll ever get back together for a reunion. I think I would probably watch that. Or go to it. Maybe I'd go to it. I think it'd be massive, actually. Probably be lucky to get a ticket. Okay, so DK Crazy does have the Gamma now, and nice A10, but just slightly off by like a couple of seconds. And that is GG. The USA team was not able to get much done here. That's what I was saying in the beginning. When your composition is just USAs, you've only got the 3 USAs. Even in a 1v1, you would think USA has an okay chance against Tox, or USA has a decent chance against Tank, or USA has a decent chance against the China Vanilla. It's just when you've got 3 of the same faction, the 3 USAs, it becomes a bit samey. And then for 3v3s, you want as big a mix as possible, really. We've got 2-1 is the score. Am I in? I can't rejoin because of the someone needs to take observer. Okay, so we are in. It looks like the game is going to play out, and we have Google down in the south as the GLA Tox. He's going to be against DK Crazy's USA this time. Then we have Peter as the tank, going to be against DK Ammo's USA here. And then over in the top left, we've got Wizard, which is going to be against the Air Force of Firelord. So yeah, every game we've seen so far, China Vanilla has been in this spot. Is that going to change later on? Let's see. So, War Factory Barracks for Google, very, very standard. Are we going to see a mid-play from Peter? We are. It's going to be a War Factory in the same place. Yep, exactly the same. And then what, a War Factory back home? Yes, there is. It's in the base of Gawatsi, which is Wizard. It's going to be doing War Factory and the Barracks. I think that's a pretty much the same positioning and build order as even Firelord. Very, very samey. And then here... looks actually like he's going for a fast oil capture. Ooh, he's doing a drop, actually. Is that going to hit, though? Because the angle's slightly off. Oh, Peter. He moved it out of the way, but I'm pretty sure he could have finished it. This drop's not going to achieve anything against the tank gat. Nah, pointless drop. Ooh. That could be good, though. That could be very, that could be very good. This tank gat's going to try to take down the dozer, but I don't think it's going to do it in time. Oh, it's going to be close. Going to be close. Nah, pretty sure that's going to get up in time. But it's not an EMP though. It's just a Patriot. It's just a normal Patriot. Patriot does get up in time, but I think if they all focus on it now, like, why is he going back? What poor team play this is. You should have focused that down with your GAT. Like, more units here could survive if you helped it with everything. So that Patriot hasn't achieved a lot, but it has distracted all 3 players there. Like, his GAT just moved to here just to wait. Like, why didn't you just support your mates more? You might have saved the truck. Doesn't make any sense there to me from Wizard. Some Rangers have spawned now, but the mines are there, so they're all just going to die anyway. I mean, it's providing a bit of a scout because the Rangers does have a big view, big vision. He's dropping down a CC straight away. Okay. He just doesn't want to get hunted, maybe? Is that a little bit too passive, especially when you know you've got the weaker army, especially with this lag that we're seeing? I think maybe a little bit too passive, a little bit too safe. I think you've got to make a play there as the right side team. DK Crazy is out on the field with these Vs, causing some damage to these technicals. Peter with the gas in the middle is slower getting his chain guns, and he's slower to expand to the middle more as well, because like he had like 2k there. I'd already be dropping down that third supply. Well, that's what I'd be thinking about at least. We've got Goatsi dropping down an airfield here. I'm not convinced that's the best positioning because this bunker hasn't even been taken. This bunker's not been taken. He's only collecting there on one truck. He's going to no doubt make it now. He's got his red guard here, but no capture upgrade just yet. Firelord says there's MiGs coming because he's beaconed it. I think maybe a combat Chinook from Firelord would be a decent idea. Let's go around the back, pick off a dozer, pick off some trucks, go in and kill the MiGs. Could be quite nice. Engagement here for DK Crazy. Google with the push on the front here, and the Vs here might take a lot of damage. These are Tox RPGs, which are stronger. Got better accuracy and less of a fall off when they fire their missiles. They always pretty much hit their target. But that the defense from DK Crazy was pretty good actually. It's denied that attack there from Google. It's getting another firebase. What is Peter doing? He's not expanded. He's just spamming on the 2 war factories still. He's not got a prop, so he's not got any ECMs. ECMs would be really nice against this. Oh my god. Rule number 1. Rule number 1 on Defcon, take your bunkers, man. I even made a video on this. Take your bunkers. And they've not taken the bunkers. This airfield that I said was in a bit of a weird and dangerous position has been made in that position. Airfield does go down. I suppose they are going to hold on, actually. But DK Crazy is using this opportunity whilst Google is distracted to come into Google's base. And both of the war factories probably here will go down. These Vs do need repairing as fast as possible. And he's cut off these war factories at exactly the right time for him and the worst time for Google. Jarman actually went down there as well. I don't know what DK Crazy's been doing, to be honest, because he just kind of waited there. Why wasn't he focusing down the war factories? He did that really cool attack, but then he didn't do anything about it. Like, why didn't you shoot the war factories or at least go and suicide yourself on the oils? That doesn't make any sense to me. Got more Vs here now from DK Ammo in the base here of Peter. The lag is horrendous once again. I think the game's actually froze. Looks like someone's tabbed or something. DK Crazy is actually the one counting down here. If the game ends now, I think the left team have won it because they've defended pretty much all the attacks. Yes, there's this attack running around here, but I'm pretty sure this left team are going to be able to deal with it. Mix come through there for Wizard. There's a little bit of a weird target, to be honest. I don't know if he clicked on the V late. Yeah, the play from Wizard is looking a bit weird. Like, what's this MiG even doing? Oh, and he's getting attacked over here as well now. Yeah, they're wanting to shut down their MiGs. Now DK Crazy... So they're basically using it in turns. Whilst they're distracted up here, DK Crazy is probably going to come out on the map once again in the mid. That refinery has been taken there by DK Ammo, who's now on a strat, by the way, as well as the CC. And it would be nice to take out both of them oils. I mean, if you're going to suicide yourself here, you definitely want to take out them oils. Colonel Burton here would be nice as well from Firelord. He does have a strat. No search and destroy deployed. You see, if he'd have done a little bit of damage to them oils, then the carpet could have come in, and then they could have finished that oil. Carpet now going to come in. Ooh, baby. That could have been an amazing carpet. Could have been amazing. Could have killed all of that stuff. 810 coming through for DK Ammo, and that's going to be on the oils, which actually both oils here belong to Google. Not anymore though. Google's now going to be on just the 2 oils. Power being dropped down by Peter in case he gets hunted. He does only have one dozer. At this point, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea if Peter just quits. I think just quitting could be a nice idea here, and give Google the power might be a better chance. Maybe. He does have a Lotus out. He's only got one supply there. It's not even a perfect supply by the looks of things. But yeah, Wizard is getting absolutely destroyed here. All of his buildings pretty much gone down. This oil still exists though, but are they going to hit it now? Why are you not shooting that oil? It just makes no sense. Where's he going? Okay, he's going back here. Okay, okay. So yeah, Wizard is still collecting on one truck here. Has he been hunted? Yes, I believe so. He has. Yeah, with Wizard out, it's basically now a 3v1. Wizard quits out. He's only collecting on one truck still. Like, just make the second truck and then quit just to help your team. Peter needs to take this ASAP, or Google. But it looks like the right team might have this, actually. It's going to go 2-2 by the looks of things. Cyrus D in the chat says, how was this Wizard's fault? I don't know if it was in just Wizard's fault this game. I don't think any team game is just literally down to one person. Well, maybe some. But Wizard did make a number of mistakes, that is 100% sure, during this game. So, what mistakes did he do? Not only is he still collecting on one truck that he was doing at the very beginning of the game, by the way. So, I think he's been collecting on one truck for ages then, because he's only mined out a little bit. But he also built his airfield here. Whilst this bunker was not taken. Like, why would you not do it in your base if you see your mate's not taking that bunker, or at least tell your mate to do it? This lag needs to be fixed. 2-2 is the score. But yeah, what else did Wizard do? The MiG usage was a little bit horrendous. Maybe should have mined his MiGs, mined his airfields first. I think they want to try Game Ranger, but yeah, it's going to be 2-2 as the score. Yeah, the MiG usage wasn't that great, really. Airfield position was bad. Even in the beginning, just even the little things, like obviously not building that one truck, which you could argue that's actually quite a big thing. But also, when that Patriot hit, he moved his GATs from helping to kill the Patriot to actually just move to chill in the middle, but he should have kept his GATs there to kill the Patriot faster, and then he wouldn't have lost his one truck, which he was collecting on for most of the game. So yeah, I mean, there's 3 or 4 mistakes just there alone. But whether he fixed them or not, and whether it would get better, and whether it would be, well, they'd definitely be in a better position if he fixed them mistakes. But would it have won in the game? I don't know. Maybe the other people. I don't know. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more players. Pablo in the chat says maybe Wizard encountered a blizzard. Maybe blizzard in his mind or something. I mean, Peter was just on 2 war factories, 2 supplies for a hell of a long time. He didn't make an outpost to scout for any drones or take his bunkers. So Peter's definitely got part of the blame. He also didn't expand to the middle. I would have been expanding faster. He didn't get chain guns as quick as DK Ammo did. And yeah, he didn't get upgraded to a prop, didn't make ECMs to deal with the Vs, didn't take his bunker, which is a huge mistake. So, I mean, there's a few mistakes from Peter as well. And then who was down the south? DK Crazy. He took a bad engagement in the beginning, didn't he? Because he had all of them technicals. He had like, what, probably 20, 30 technicals? 20, 30 technicals? Cyrus D with his funny comments, man. The GAT doesn't do anything versus the Patriot. Come on, Cyrus D. Were you even watching? There was a technical from Google, which supported by 2 RPGs, supported by 1 tank GAT, and there was Wizard's GAT as well. So what you do, you team up on the Patriot to kill it as fast as possible, because just the technical or just the RPGs alone will not be able to kill it. But with the tank GAT and with the China GAT, you'll be able to kill it faster. This was one of the small points, by the way. I'm not saying this is massive. But because they didn't kill that Patriot fast enough, it killed 1 truck. Ammo retargeted it and it killed 1 truck. And then Wizard forgot to rebuild it. But of course, Cyrus D knows best, man. Cyrus D knows best. Of course, moving the GAT to the middle just to sit and chill and do nothing was a smart move. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it seems like my observer mode isn't working because still completely screwed. We're going to get new armies. Yeah, I think a PC reboot is needed for my observer mode to come back, which is obviously impossible during the middle of a stream. Yeah, so I mean, I listed a number of mistakes they all made. I'm not by any means saying it's just Wizard's fault, but off the top of my head, I listed you 3 or 4 kind of important mistakes. But then DK Crazy's fight in the beginning, when he lost like 20-30 techs for like 4 Vs, that definitely wasn't worthwhile. But how much impact is the lag playing? It's probably playing quite a lot. But it definitely is playing a lot, I'll tell you that for free. Okay, so we're going to kick off with the next game. A new set of armies. Stealth Demo Tox versus Nuke Super. Okay, so down in south, we've got Firelord with the pink GLA Demolition. Over on the bottom left, we've got DK Ammo with the cyan GLA Stealth. Top left, we have DK Crazy with the Tox against Google's Super Weapon. And then top right, we've got Pizza with the purple China Nuke and Goatsi with China Nuke. So it's basically the battle of the GLAs versus Nuke Super Weapon. I think the GLAs will probably win both times here. We are at 2-2, so are we going to see a 3-3 scenario? Lag seems better, by the way. We've got 18 ping now. I think switching to Game Ranger has helped things as well. Usually when I take the host, usually it does knock a few off the ping, but the longer the game goes, I think the ping is going to creep up again. Cyrus D says I'm clueless. Okay, Cyrus D, I'm clueless. Well, even if the RPGs wasn't there with the tech before, when the Patriot was being built there, if you have 2 or 3 GATs, they can chip away at the damage of the Patriot, because the Patriot doesn't put out enough damage itself, so the GATs can team up on it, and it does go away. Like if you just have the tech in the RPG, I'll probably lose the battle. If you just have the GAT, probably lose the battle. But you team up, and suddenly that Patriot's got no chance. But okay then, man, I'm clueless. Cyrus D knows best. That's why Cyrus D is involved in all of these high-level 3v3 challenges and winning challenges and tournaments all over the place. Of course. Okay, so we've got Firelord going for a TNT. It looks like he has lost a terrorist here, so he knows there are mines there. War Factory and a barracks out for Wizard. I like this build order for GLA. Do I like that fast second War Factory though? I suppose it's an option. Prefer probably fast prop, but I mean just variation. It's not like one is stronger than the other. If you get fast overlords out against GLA does have a hard time. Seems laggy again, man. I did notice the game froze there for a second. We've got a technical coming through for DK Crazy. He might be able to pick off one. Those, even without the RPGs, he could have just picked that off, but he's... I mean, this lag's coming into effect again. Those RPGs should really be picked up and brought into the base here of Peter. Peter's getting harassed here. Like I said, though, I'm predicting that both the GLAs... sorry, the teams who play the GLA will both get the win. So I think it'll be a 3-3 score here. Technical. It's going to be chased away. It's Vet 3. Would be nice to keep that. It's going to get a super tech as well. GG already from Google. Did he get hunted there? I think he might have. And with Peter actually not collecting on any trucks, maybe that looks particularly bad for him. And a Doja's been picked off there as well. So is that 2 players hunted in 3 minutes? So Wizard and Peter are going to try to play this out, but with no dozer for one of the players, one of the remaining players, the other player has been eliminated. How well is that going to be? I mean, they don't have these oils. Don't have these oils as well. Firelord is going to get these oils. Stingers and stealth tunnels going up. GG from Peter. I mean, he should have GG'd 2 minutes ago when you lose 2 doses in 3 minutes. Sorry, 4 doses in 3 minutes. So maybe that was MVP for DK Crazy. Even with that lag, Micro in that super tech around picking off all the doses. Very, very... Yeah, very, very fast game there. 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. Uh, 3-2 is the score. 3-2 for Crazy's team, isn't it? Okay then, so I'm expecting this team to lose with these armies this time, but will they be able to get something done? They've got double nuke, so nuke, nuke, and super weapon. Someone in the chat said the teams are wrong. The title of the stream is wrong. Nah, it's not. I just checked. That's why I went silent for a sec while I checked that, but it's not. It's correct. I think you might be looking down the bottom here where it says like Team Non and whatever. Ignore that because half the time it is wrong. Like Team Non, obviously here it's not a 1v 3v2 or anything like that. It's just ignore that. So we got Google with the Tox, stealth for Peter in the mid, and then Demo down here. So yeah, I mean, with the 2 nukes, kind of hard. The GLAs can just run circles around you. GLAs can be expected to take over the middle. You can just be expected to just bunker up and hold on, get Jarmans and battle buses, and then you can have an easy time. Firelord not collecting on the perfect supply placement. The trucks are moving, and I mean, you want every little advantage. When you've got 2 nukes and a super weapon, you want to have every little advantage as possible. So I mean, the perfect supply placement probably should be a given. Just have some red guard in there, so we just managed to take out that terrorist. It's going to be a TNT here from Wizard. I do think the GLA players can be aggressive in the beginning. If they all be aggressive together, they can deny these oil captures, pick off some dozers, pick off some trucks. I think the GLAs can work together. But again, with this lag, I mean, I'd hate to be microing these technicals in lag. Just like, as the nuke player, you could just kind of build mines and just waypoint a battle master into that supply line. It's a lot different in the lag. I mean, look, 40 ping, it's unbearable, really. I'm glad I'm not playing, I'm just streaming, because I'd be pissed playing this. Yo, with the beast, 0 hour, welcome. Pablo liked my video on Shay. I'm glad you liked that, dude. If you haven't seen that video called RagingShay.mp4, check that out. Highly recommend it. Hijacker there takes a Battlemaster. Not really sure that was the best choice, really, because you took it, it gets destroyed instantly and gives the enemy XP, so probably could have been better to take the more full HP one. TNT there fails, actually. I think it got detonated by the Battlemaster. And with a few failed tech RPGs or a few failed hijackers, a few low impact attacks, I think that could be one way that the right team here could get the win. Need some mines there. I mean, when you're floating 3.3k, it should be a given that you have mines there. The only reason why you skip the mines is because you just need the cash to be carrying on the spam elsewhere. But when you're floating like 4k now, the mines should be already there like a few minutes ago. 1 minute ago at least. Technicals running around, trying to get some damage caused. Is he going to go for the dozer hunt here? I think he is. And they're going to get inside of this bunker here. Was that bunker just not taken, or have they cleared it out with the Tox Rebel? I think it wasn't taken, was it? I'm just trying to look on the stream delay. I don't know if it was taken or not. They are going to try and get it back regardless, though, with 1 Ranger and the Flamer. So they have taken it back, okay. But there's still these technicals running around. A bit hectic in this base, actually. I don't think they're a super tech, though. One oil did get stopped there as quite a big red blob of units in the middle, which is mainly just technicals, tunnels, stingers, got workers collecting here. So Google is on 3 supplies. He has got his palace already. Double arms dealer production. First EMP here up for DK Crazy. He's actually building a CC before his airfield. Interesting choice. I would say the airfield needs to come soon at least. Overlord's now out for Firelord. He has now got the mines here, but the problem is here, you can still actually get past a little bit here and here. It does make it a lot harder to get through. Got 5.4k again, Firelord. Has he been hunted? I think he might have been hunted and I've just missed it. I think he's hunted, that's why he's floating the cash. He's got 6.2k now, but he is having some success here in the middle. I've got demo bikes out for Goatsi, so pretty sure as soon as they get waypointed into the middle, these overlords are going to go down and the GLAs are going to stabilize. Battle buses, Jean Michel, demo bikes, demo ambush even, and there's these nuke armies not going to have much of a chance. You kind of want to get to like nuke MiGs maybe in the end game, but without a dozer, you're going to have a hard time doing that. His war factory is being targeted down, but I think it's going to survive just. Got the V's pushing in here for DK Crazy. A few people in the chat saying that 3 GLAs are not as strong as you think. Whilst I agree, it is good to have a varied army, like for example 2 GLAs on the side and maybe a USA here or whatever. In this matchup with the nuke super weapon against the GLAs with no lag and with expert level players, the GLAs will win every single time. I'll bet money on that. In the beginning, but the ping has to be like 10. Firelord's already quit because he's been hunted and just quit out. Is he angry or did he just quit out just to give his mate the stuff as fast as possible? I think he might be angry. He did lose his dozers and then demo bikes have come in. It's got this sniped off here. Yeah, in the beginning, without any lag, I can guarantee you, just like we saw in the first game, the dozers of the nuke players should be hunted in about the first 2 minutes, or super weapons should be dead, because the GLAs can double easy. And they can support each other more easy as well with the tunnels. But that said, though, there's no tunnel here. Actually, there is now from Goatsi. No tunnel here from the red player. They can double one player and switch and teleport across the map quicker. So the GLAs, yes, they might not be the strongest thing in the world, but you would definitely take it over the right armies, which is the 2 nukes and the super weapon, 100%. Okay, so both oils here have gone down for Google. First drop zone going down for DK Crazy. Now, is this a mistake from DK Crazy dropping down the drop zones? Because I think it would have a bigger bigger return on investment by building more particle cannons. These drop zones are going to have no impact on the game for a while. But you make a particle cannon, you can pretty much wreck the enemy base. So I think a mass particle cannon spam here from DK Crazy would be definitely better than the drop zones. I mean, he does have a lot of money. Maybe he's just panicking and dropping down whatever he can. But I definitely think particle cannon spam here will win you the game faster than these drop zone spam. So I think that's a mistake. Definitely at DK Crazy's level, how good he is. He should be knowing, I think, that making these drop zones now is a mistake. Particle cannon, it's cost the same amount of cash, 2.5k. Can wreck 2 oils, can just continually wreck the black markets. Yeah, particle cannon is the way to go here. There is a nuke missile out for DK ammo, but how well is his cash doing? Because he's got 2.7k. He's mined out over here. He's still collecting on his main, which is 5.4k. So he's going to have nuke MiGs out to support, but yeah, just want to see more particle cannons. I mean, he's got 9k now, so he can afford like another 3 particle cannons with the power as well. Aurora's coming in and doing some big damage here, so actually with the DK Crazy DK ammo combo now, it actually looks like that team having some quite good success. Google isn't looking in the best of state here. Okay, so nuke MiGs now are out, and they do have the upgrade as well, by the way. This supply a little bit ambitious there for DK. Ammo is going to go down very, very quick, and he's not even selling it, so he's just giving free XP to the enemy. Aurora's coming in and wrecking Google's base, actually. This could be an opportunity, actually, to go 4-2 up. This is why I thought it was best in the beginning to just kill the super weapon and nukes early on. Hunt them, kill their trucks, delay their oil cap and stuff. But with this lag, it's much harder to coordinate these attacks. Demobite does come in and kills the V in the ambulance. Guazzi has got 1 oil. Did lose one to the Spectre earlier. Google has clicked a beacon on this bunker here. Players are always allowing these workers just to collect from the middle. Isn't that one gat could just go and sit there and pick off these workers? Yeah, I still want to see, like, he's got 14k now, DK Crazy. I know he might be a little bit overwhelmed, so he's got 2 bases to control. But floating 16k in a 3v3 when you're losing the mid, I think that's a huge mistake. You should have, like, another 4 or 5 particle cannons minimum right now. Imagine 5 particle cannons get to fire now. The left team is going to get absolutely obliterated. DK Crazy invested in the drop zones. Spent the time clicking the drop zones, but he doesn't need money. He's got an insane amount. He doesn't need it. So the left team are trying to push through here. DK Crazy's whole focus is not really going to be here. This is probably the weakest point because DK Crazy's main base has got EMPs there. So yeah, I think this is a wise move here from the left team. This could be a pivotal moment, actually. Well, it definitely is a pivotal moment, because if these 2 oils get captured or go down here, that's going to make a massive... That's going to make a massive dent in the right side team. Even though DK Crazy doesn't really need the cash at the moment. Wow, how did that go down, by the way? Memorable ambush, it must have been. Yeah, it must have been devil ambush there. But yeah, once these 2 oils go down, that's going to be a big dent in their economy. And it's going to come back to haunt DK Crazy later when he's losing some of these Auroras or whatever. But yeah, it's floating still 14k, still a few minutes later is unforgivable. He needs to be spending that cash. So actually, yeah, they're going to try and take these oils. DK Crazy, what is he doing right now? He's firing the particle. Trying to take out Google's markets. Okay, good decision, good choice. Has killed these oils. Those oils are dead. Peter is on power, actually. Yeah, I did miss that. I must have stolen a dozer earlier. I think 1 particle cannon here on the palace, barracks, and those 4 would be a good one. Yes, the powers and the markets are important as well, but you wipe out that palace, you slow him down in terms of tech by a lot. Can't make any more battle busters, Jarmans, stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely think capturing these oils is a big pivotal moment. So those 2 oils getting captured, combined with them losing this land, combined with DK Crazy making bad decisions like these drop zones, combined with DK Crazy floating an insane amount of cash for like a good few minutes, that is the reason for the loss here. I think DK Crazy at one point had a really good chance. Are they going to get another dozer here? That's Google's going to get power now. He needs to place it fast because there's an EMP right there. Where is it? There it is. And there. So yeah, well played. I think the left team have got it now. DK Crazy's... Even his performance was good, it just wasn't good enough to get the win here, but he's been AFK for 3 months. Maybe that's come into play here. But DK Crazy's power is down right now. Want to be careful because when you take out one of his EMPs, it might bring back to life the other two. Nuke is fired, actually. That's from DK Ammo. I think that might be there. Yeah. Take out the EMPs as well, though. Is there one EMP? No, there's no EMPs left. Did take out the EMPs. Carpet bomb coming in through for DK Ammo. Is that going to be on the market? The one market there of Google? Google's on power now as well, so it makes it a lot harder. One oil has gone down there. I just think there's too many markets and too much power now to spread around the map. Like DK Crazy, yes, he's going to have the cash because he's built so many drop zones, but he hasn't got enough particles to keep on top of the black market spam. Like GLA is just spread so much across the map, so many targets to hit. AAA 10 comes through, takes out some markets. There's a scud being built there. So I mean, he's trying to keep on top of the markets. It's just not enough firepower. If you had a few more particles, taking out a few more markets, the left team's economy would be crippled. And maybe if we're to pick holes again, there could have been an EMP to defend here. Or at least one or two EMPs. But I mean, it is hard when you have to control two bases all of a sudden, especially across the gigantic map. Against strong players, you can afford to allow players to make mistakes like that. Like an EMP there would have been nice, but it's going to be difficult, especially when you're playing against Google, beast of a team player. Deadly Phoenix in the chat says, is Crazy rusty or what? He is actually, yeah, because he's been away for 3 months. I don't think you can forget in 3 months that drop zones are not as good as particle cannons. I don't think you can just forget that. I think that's just a mistake he would make whether he's active or not, I think. If you're going to be rusty, it's probably going to be in your micro. Maybe forget a certain build order or something. But like making particles or drop zones, I think is a it's like a an active decision you're making in your mind. I don't think being away for 3 months will take that away. So we've got another particle cannon ready to fire for DK Crazy. He's back on 7.7k, so his economy's doing okay. Particle cannon hits some of the markets, but Crazy's back to floating like 12k though. Another particle. It's going to fire. Where is that? Keep hammering Google. Should Google spread his markets around better? Like put some in the back here, maybe. Maybe so. But one Scud Storm is going to cause absolute devastation for DK Crazy. I mean, if they manage to fire 2 Scuds on the oil there and on the oil there, take down a drop zone, take out the oils. That'll be absolutely massive hits. And you can take down the power as well and then do a sneak attack. Stuff like that. Looks like they are breaking through here, actually. Nuke MiG comes in. It's so hard to attack into this because the EMPs, the Nuke MiGs, the Vs, Auroras, everything. Not to mention the AAA 10 that he's got as well, by the way. What are his Auroras doing? Someone said. Well, I don't think he has any at the moment, actually. Still got these Nuke MiGs for DK ammo. Demo bike here actually might be able to get in and pick off a drop zone. That'd be a nice little hit. For one demo bike, or maybe the dozer and a V, or dozer and the EMP, anything here. Even a battle master, you'd probably take that as well. So 2 Scud Storms going to fire soon. I've got 3 and 4 minutes. Mr. Call Me Sam says, when Boyka came back, he built a 3rd war factory instead of more markets. And you said it was because he's rusty. Well, every scenario is different. I mean, what was it, a GLA mirror? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't rust. Maybe that was just Boyka playing bad. I don't know. Yeah, but just think how many particles DK Crazy could have here. As soon as he starts taking a few Scud Storms, which there are now 5, by the way, take down his drop zones easy. Take out his power easy, and then the sneak attack can come in. I suppose he does have the Auroras and the nuke mix though, so maybe the game could go longer. Just think he needs a hell of a lot more particles to compete with this. Look, there's 6 Scud Storms now. Got a nuke firing. Where's that going to be? Okay, on the Scud. I'd sell that Scud. Sell it immediately. Because it's bound to get targeted in a sec. Or do you just want to wait until a particle fires? Wait until it says particle cannon fired, and then sell it at exactly the same time. You might be able to save yourself some cash. We see beacons everywhere, by the way. Colonel Burton there has gone down. Artillery. Oh man, you should have sold that. What's Google doing? You should have heard and seen the artillery coming. So yeah, I mean, DK Crazy is continuing the drop zone spam, but how is that going to help against this amount of Scud Storms? Like, what's the plan? I think it's personally a waste of time. Ooh, MOAB. I'm surprised they didn't kill that scaffold. Very, very close. Look how close. How close it is. AAA 10 comes in. Is that going to kill it, though? I don't think it's going to kill it. Ooh, it does kill it, actually. Stand corrected. It does kill the Scud. So we've got 4 Scuds versus 4 particles. 2 particles on this one. I mean, if they keep on top of the Scud Stormers, maybe they can do it. Maybe it's not a waste of time. I mean, yeah, suddenly I didn't realize he had MOAB. Then he's going to team it up with the AAA 10, and then he's used the nuke and the artillery. So actually, maybe they've got a chance, but there's so many more Scud Storms. There's going to be 1, 2, there's 3 on the field now. Oh man, I don't know. Internet Center for DK ammo. Still flying around with these MiGs. I think he's got a Vet 3 nuke MiG there, by the way. Yeah, oh no, Vet 2. Oh, he has a Vet 3 one as well. Yeah, he's got a Vet 3. Harder to kill, but more damage. I think it's like 40% more damage or 50% more damage. Particle cannon coming in here, moving around for maximum damage. Spectre gunship comes in as well. I think they should be more on the ball with selling these Scuds. As soon as you see it being targeted, you probably want to sell it. As soon as you see it targeted and a Spectre coming across, just sell it. And then it's a waste of a particle and a waste of a Spectre. But they're just letting them be killed, which is losing them. Well, it could save 2.5k if you sell the Scuds. So I think the sells could be better. Well, not even better, just existent. We've got a Scud Storm is going to probably fire in 45 seconds. It might be this one. Because these stealthed ones, unless they've been beaconed, which is 50 beacons across the map, by the way. Demo, oh no, not Demo Rebel Ambush, just a Tox Rebel Ambush. Gets inside of the bunker, but there's so many EMPs there for DK Crazy. Got a load of Vs now out as well. Where's that Scud going to hit? There's so many good targets. You could hit there and kill the army. You could hit here and kill that. He did beacon here, so maybe they want to hit that. I think here could be a really good target. And also the internet center could be a good target. There's so many decent targets and they can find space, really. One Scud is going to fire. Oh, if that lands, that's a big hit. He's force fire on the ground anyway. Okay, so that's pretty okay there for DK Crazy. Are they going to have enough buggies or whatever to deal with this? Because I don't know how much ground army they've got, the GLAs. Where's that Scud going to hit? If it hits there, it'll kill the helixes as well. Where's that going to hit? Where is that going to hit? It's going to hit here. Will it kill any helixes? Helixes are taking a bit of damage. Ooh, helixes, baby. Takes out one. Oh, actually quite a nice hit. Damaged severely 2. Killed 1 helix. Killed some Vs. Killed the oils. It's basically going to be DK Crazy versus the world. These V's actually doing good damage. I'm waiting for Demo Rebel Ambush. Could be nice. Demo Bikes as well could be nice. I'm not convinced how full these V's are. Nukemig's coming in to support, but all them V's have been taken down. And with these Scuds now, there's a massive hole in the base, which could be used for a sneak attack. Particle on a Scud there. You could move it around for a little bit more damage, I believe. If you do move it around, I think it does cause more damage. But they are repairing that pretty fast. Basically, battle of the super weapons. I hope this game doesn't mismatch, otherwise there definitely will be drama. Or a disconnection screen or something like that. We've got 1 Scud out for Google, which is the red. Got loads of Scuds out for Pia, which is the purple. GG from DK Crazy. And GG, they quit. So yeah, I stand by my point. One, he was spamming all of them drop zones in the beginning and he had a 15k float despite dropping down more and more drop zones. If he'd have spent every single penny on particles, he would have been able to keep on top of the black markets from an early point. And maybe, well, he definitely would have had a better chance in my opinion. That's like a fact. I'm not even going to debate that with anyone. I know there's a few people that disagree in the chat. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I mean, if you listen to Rage talk and if you listen to Spalding talk, all very, very top players, and think things out, you're better spending money. You're better spending money that's going to have a higher impact now rather than investing in drop zones. He had 15k float. He didn't need money. He had 4 oils. He could have dropped down maybe 1 or 2 drop zones to keep himself in it. But yeah, trust me, if he'd have made... I've been in that situation hundreds of times myself before on Defcon, on other maps. You're better when you've got a 15k float and your super weapon against the GLAs, you're better investing. Oh, we need to go back to room. Oh, I forgot we were on. You're better investing that money in particles earlier on. So yeah, in the end, Crazy did have like 7 particles in the end, but they were way too late. By that point, the GLAs had power, they had Scuds, they had black markets. For some people, it seems it's difficult for them to take a different mindset and a different approach. But I suppose that's why we only have 10 or 15 experts in Zura. So yeah, 3-3 is the score. Only halfway through the set, and we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I thought this would be done within 2 hours, to be honest, but apparently not. I think the lag doesn't help. Open 8. DK Crazy doesn't want to go mid, which is interesting. Maybe he feels too rusty. So they're going to go get the armies and then so they all know their spots and stuff like that. Yeah, I reckon if you did a poll about how many particles to supply drop zones ratio should Crazy have made in that game, and you just asked the very top players, you asked the Xcal, you asked the Spolden, you asked me, you asked Logica, you asked Rage, I can guarantee you that pretty much everyone will say at least 90% of the money needs to be spent on particles. If not, it will probably be 100. If a super AI was to play that, I'm guaranteeing you they would drop down 100 particles and no drop zones. Because a black market is better than a drop zone. If you make 1 for 1. Oh, actually, does it collect more money? I think a black market still collects more money, but a drop zone, you don't want to go into a late game scenario against GLA. Scud Storms do so much devastation to a compacted USA base. Like you saw, they had a compacted these two spots here. You take 1 or 2 Scud Storms to the face, which they did, and then they instantly quit. So I rest my case. Okay, let's see what armies we got now. Super Weapon Demo USA against Stealth USA Super Weapon. Ammo dropped. Yeah, Ammo does indeed want mid. Correct. He does prefer playing mid. He is good on the side, I think, but maybe he feels... Yeah, I think when me and him played on Defcon, he always wanted to go mid then as well. So yeah, I think if he plays best then probably best sticking with that. He is a super solid mid player, that's for sure. Well, DK Ammo with the Cyan in the bottom right with Super Weapon. He is going to be against... Ooh, no, he's not going to be against. He's going to be with Firelord in the red with the demo. And then alongside Crazy with the USA, who's in a mirror against Wizard with also USA. Stealth at the back here. So basically it's a USA versus Stealth. And then we've got a USA here against this demo. Is that actually USA? No, it's Super Weapon here for Google. Google's going for 2 supplies. Probably going to be War Factory Barracks. Just try and get his V's out in the beginning. I think that's probably the strongest build order. I used to think going for the Oil Quick was the strongest build order, but actually I think especially if you're against a rush or if you want to get that V count out quicker, I think this is actually the stronger build order. It's 2 supplies. Ooh, nice little smart box there from Google. Very, very nice. Rare to see that. Joseph in the chat says fun facts are disabled. It shouldn't be disabled. I think there is a cooldown on it of like 1 minute, and it's not per user. It's just a 1 minute cooldown. So if you've asked the bot for a fun fact in the last 60 seconds, then it probably won't tell you again. So unless the bot's broken again, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's broke. Super Weapon Bottle Cannon is a different color. Yeah, I believe it's pink. I think it fires a pink laser compared to blue normally, isn't it? Will this terrorist be able to get through there? If it's been waypointed, I wonder if can it go in there. Ooh, Google needs to be careful. Oh, and that terrorist needs to be microed better. What the hell? Oh, I suppose it could have almost killed a dozer then. Chinook flying around for DK ammo. It's drop of some kind. Missile defenders or ranger? What's he dropping a ranger of for? This is, I think, twice now that DK ammo's done a poor drop. I suppose he's killed the technical there, and he's going to put some pressure on this Chinook here. Chinook might be being brought back too close a little prematurely. This one is definitely a mistake here from Wizard. Wizard making all kinds of weird mistakes in my view. Marion says, could ask them to pick colors. I think, to be honest, are they not taking the same colors? It's just Google that keeps changing. Oh, yeah, because Google used to be cyan and, yeah, ammo, yeah, to be fair. I'll ask them if they can remember what color they were before. DK Crazy is pretty good at it, always taking the orange, by the way. TNT here, surprisingly does hit despite the lag. I hate doing a TNT when there's lag, but yeah, it does hit. Kills the supply there of Peter. He is only currently on one supply, and he almost lost that oil as well because the garrison building there. So Google now getting his oils. He's also building a EMP Patriot back there. Does need to upgrade the power, otherwise he will go low power any second. He has got the power upgrade. Google knows his stuff. Of course, he knows his stuff. So Google coming in now against this technical. Is that a TNT? Yes, it is. That's a big pick off there, really. Stopped the TNT, revealed that he wanted to go for a TNT. Wouldn't have really got past the EMP anyway, really, if there was even one V to support it, or maybe two Vs to support it. V's getting a little bit dangerously close to these quads. Search and Destroy has been deployed, or will be deployed very shortly by Google. He's getting the airfield as well. Meanwhile, at the top, we've got DK Crazy. A little bit of a fight against Wizard. Laserlock's coming in from all sides. DK Crazy is going to escape there, having caused some big damage, actually. Very big damage. Is he now going to lose a few Vs, though, to this technical? Google now being pushed back. Again, ping. I can even feel the lag inside of the game, like the thing's freezing. Up to 40 ping. It's not something you want to be controlling these Vs in. Search and Destroy deployed there. Search and Destroy not for ammo yet, only being built just now. Firelord only collected on 4 workers and 4 workers. Trying to hold Google off, but Google is continuing the pressure, and I think he might be able to break through here. DK ammo, though, coming in from the side. Does lose a V, though, and then gets sent back. There's going to be Auroras out any second now. Yeah, literally right now. So where is that going to hit? Maybe on these missile defenders is going to be better. People saying the bot is still broken. Let's see. Ducky in the chat just found out that 0 Hour is still being played. That's good, man. Played all the time. Big money challenges all the time. Big money tournament going on right now. $2,000 tournament. Loads of stuff going on in terms of Zero. Nice Aurora hits there from Google, and he's going to use that opportunity to take down the fire bases and then just literally go straight in the base here with this massive army of Vs. So this could cause absolute devastation here for DK Crazy. He's running away with his dozer in advance of this massive push. So Google has basically held off everything Firelord has had, kept him busy, and then gone to attack at the top. But Firelord's bringing in the fire bases. Sorry, not the fire bases. What am I about? Demo bikes. Crazy just quits. I feel like it's a bit premature, though. I think that's a little bit premature. I suppose DK Peter does have the whole middle, though. Maybe he's about to get hunted. I think DK Crazy just gives up sometimes. I'm not 100% sure that was over. Firelord just quits. Should Firelord have tunneled his mate again? It's getting so focused in on the 1v1, which, to be fair, he was taking a lot of damage from Google, a lot of pressure. But you still need to be tunneling your mates, especially in like 7 minutes. Okay, that's only 7 minutes, but there was a 15-minute game earlier where Firelord has not tunneled his mates. So yeah, 4-3 is going to be the score. Okay, so on Game Ranger, so I'm going to host. Very, very close stat so far. 4-3, 7 games played. But Kelsey says, any games after this, or are you just streaming this? To be honest, I haven't had any food yet. I haven't had any food since like probably like 9 hours ago or something. So my food's waiting downstairs, so I probably will cut the stream and go have some food. But yeah, I'm off tomorrow though, so it's actually my little boy's birthday tomorrow. He's 2 years old. See, I would say I'm off tomorrow, but it's probably going to be making his day extra, extra special. Bought him his first game in PC. Teaching him tomorrow how to micro some Vs. Right, who needs to accept? So yeah, I'm off for the next 4 days. I've got a long weekend until I'm in work next Tuesday. But yeah, with my new working hours, like typically towards the end of the month, I get a lot more free time. I usually get a free week at the end because of lockdown and stuff. So yeah, as the month end approaches, I get more and more time to do more streams and stuff. A little bit of time wasting going on. What is going on here? Google needs to accept. Wizard needs to accept. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Katie says you're teaching him micro. Yeah, man. Tomorrow's lesson is V micro for his second birthday. Okay, so bottom left, we've got Firelord with the red super weapon. Supporting him is not Google because he's against Google. So against Google, which is the blue GLA Demolition. Top left, we've got DK Ammo with his stealth against the mid, which is Peter's USA. Super weapon, actually. Super weapon. Top middle, we've got DK Crazy with the orange. He is the USA against Gawatsi, or Wizard, as he's otherwise known. And he is also USA. So yeah, it's basically a mirror up there. Is Firelord going to copy this build order outright? He hasn't yet. Because he should have put that power there if you wanted to copy Google's completely. But that was a nice little build order from Google there, the way he boxed in his dozer. I like that. Not often you see that. Nice little bit of trickery going on here, but I think Firelord is aware. Firelord knows. Firelord knows there's a demo trap there. Is he still going to sacrifice it though? Because he will kill the tunnel as well. Oh, he cancelled the tunnel in time. So basically, that player there, Google, has lost $400 to kill a dozer worth 1,000, and now he's going to be panicking about this other dozer. So straight away, Google with a little win there over Firelord. Joseph says there's a challenge tomorrow, XCal versus Size. Are you streaming it? Nah, I'm not aware of that, to be honest. There is a... I am involved in a challenge tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow? There's a 3v3 challenge tomorrow that I probably will stream, actually. Me, XCal, and Vivid against Crazy Google. No, wait, who's it against?
I've owned SF Core his entire career.
Against Crazy... Not Crazy, Size. Who else is it against? Size, Google, and whoever else, yeah, basically. Yeah, but look out for that tomorrow anyway. So, cheers to the donation, by the way, Justin. Capture comes in there. I think is this guy hunted now? Oh, no, he's not hunted. He saved his dozer in here. War Factory going up inside of Google's base. Weirdly. Some weird things coming from Peter. Double War Factory here from... Sorry, double supply here from Wizard. I think my hunger is setting in, you know. I've got a bit of a headache. I'm not even saying the right thing about what's going on here. The dozer been picked up again, just in case the dozer hunt comes in. War Factory barracks being dropped down despite him having 2 barracks over here. Goatsy, not Goatsy. Okay, Goatsy. Interesting position of these double barracks, by the way. Is he trying to build a little sim city around his dozers? DK ammo, still chilling in the middle. He did lose his arms dealer there, though. Patriot being dropped down for Peter here. I definitely think this is a bit weird. I know he's lost 1 dozer, I think. So that's probably why he's building stuff in here instead. But yeah, it's definitely not efficient to be dropping down 3 barracks and not using 2 of them, I don't think. Okay, so Laserlock comes in on DK Crazy's Vs here. These Vs have managed to find themselves in the back of DK Ammo's base. However, they are pretty much getting killed for free. Okay, they killed a couple of Vs, not totally for free, but have they really caused that much devastation? Don't really think so. High base drop down here, really weird defensive position. Both of the oils there have been picked off. Oil's being killed here. So Google has managed to break through and killing Firelord once again. So Firelord is struggling against Google. Google's a really beast player on Defcon, by the way. So don't take that lightly. But yeah, Firelord is struggling here. Google again. Say again, it hasn't happened this set yet with a sneaky tunnel, but he always does go for it.
He'll buy you a drink but not beer, Red Bull.
Yo, Hassan, I like Red Bull too, actually. So yeah, thank you very much, man, for the $20 donation. Much appreciated. Massive donation. Just let you know, when you do a super chat, by the way, it doesn't go towards the donation goal at the bottom. It's not linked up to that. So yeah, just in case you wondered why it's not added onto the donation goal. Yeah, Firelord coming in here, trying to clear up these tunnels for Google. Google applying the pressure to ammo. Meanwhile, Crazy's taking a little bit of a beating here from these Vs. But I think he's going to hold it. Another firebase is about to complete as well. Still a little bit messy. So I think Crazy will hold there. But the question is, where is Peter? What's Peter doing? So Peter... I think Peter's having quite a low impact, but I think it's because he's dropping down buildings unnecessarily, and then he's now gone for a strat, now trying to get the Auroras. I mean, if he just went for Vs and pushed in here at this point, whilst the other players were distracted up here, probably could have had some success. But I suppose once the Auroras are out, he's going to have some success with that too. Maybe one thing is that both sides of the teams could expand more to the middle. There's been very little action in the middle so far, I think. Big ammo dropping down the supply in the mid, but he could get kicked off that because there is a tunnel right here. Could just go here. So Google's now going to be cleared from this spot. Google is on the demo upgrade, by the way. He's also got a supply here. Doing long distance selection on these 3 crates. Seems to be a theme throughout this. But with Firelord on no oils, this could be a tough game for him. And the first Aurora now coming through for Peter. It did detonate, actually. I saw people on the forums talking about that because if you target one thing and the bomb hits another, sometimes it doesn't detonate. It's a bit of a bug in 0 hour, but that time it hit the tunnel and still killed everything. So yeah, interesting. Crazy has somehow managed to find himself a V in the back here and could kill the Auroras if they land. I don't know if he's already killed one already. Looks like it has gone down. Jean-Michel snipes it. The V is back alive though. Let's get put inside with a missile defender. Ooh, where did I hear that ambush? Oh, here. Whoa, baby. That was a big hit. Google, for me, throughout this set, has been performing really, really well. I know Defcon's his home ground, and he has been doing a bit more of a comeback than DK Crazy. Google's been playing a lot recently, over the last like couple of weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, Google for me, in this game so far, looking like MVP. Again. And Wizard now might be able to use this opportunity to fully break through. And as we've seen before, DK Crazy sometimes just throws in the towel. And we're seeing it now. GG. Firelord probably hasn't got much to answer this with because he's been pretty much wrecked by Google from the opening bell when that dozer got taken down. He's now moving out with his Vs here, but is it too little too late? DK ammo. Oh, sexy in the chest is because the tunnel hole moded after the hit, then it explodes. Ah, okay. So I suppose if it hit something else that didn't go into hole mode, let's say like a black market with the fortified structure, then it wouldn't be an explosion. Ah, okay. I always thought it was just a bit random, but maybe not. So DK ammo holding the line there, but yeah, with Crazy out, they still have a big chance, potentially. Ikeyama will be on power. He's going to make Search and Destroy for his quads. Search and Destroy quads is a powerful combo. Everyone's pretty much spending their money. No one's really floating over 5k. Everyone's got under 5k. Ikeyama will have the biggest economy though because he's got the extra oil. He's got this supply here. Plus he's collecting on the loads of workers there, but he's got a lot to deal with because there's a load of V's coming in now from Goatsy. This oil's going to get picked off here. Remember Goatsy's oil died really early in the beginning. DK Ammo quits out, GG. It's going to go 5-3. So if there's some unbalanced armies on the next one, it could just be 6-3 straight. So yeah, GG, well played. I just think Firelord struggled both times there against Google, but the problem is that Google is a beast. Expert level player. Whoever plays against Google on this map is going to have a rough time. It's going to be hard. But yeah, ever since the opening bell, when he dropped down that demo trap in the beginning, killed that dozer and cancelled his tunnel, you could see already the skill from Google, just maybe one level ahead of Firelord because he killed that dozer. But I suppose Firelord needed to stop that tunnel, so was it still worth it? His boxing wasn't as good as quite as Google's. I thought he was going to copy the build order exactly. Right, the fun fact on the bot seems still pretty much dead, so I'm going to restart the bot, see if that fixes it. 1 second. Right, so the bot's restarting now. If you try it in a second, it should be fine. So, Google. I imagine we'll have a look in a second. What armies they've got. Yeah, bot's restarted, so you can try the command now for the bot.
You have been defeated.
5-3. Ammo's got Tox. Crazy has got Tox. Goatsy has got Stealth. Firelord Nuke. Google GLA and Peter Tank. Kai in the chat says, how's the positioning? It's just random. Completely random. The map sorts it out themselves. It can be top against bottom, side against side, top left against top right. Anything. It's just random. But there's one thing for sure. Well, I think it's 99% for sure, is that the first player in the list will be automatically middle. So that's why you'll see Ammo at the top there, because he wants to be mid. So you see he's mid. He's a side. He's a side. And then one other tip as well. So if DK Crazy quits and gives his stuff to someone, it will go to then DK Ammo because he's higher up the list. So if he surrenders, it'll go to him. And yeah, I don't know if Firelord surrenders. Does it still go to the host? I'm not 100% sure. Does seem pretty laggy again, by the way, but hopefully we managed to get through this. So we got Tox, and Nuke against Stealth, Tank, and he's regular GLA. So yeah, which armies would you prefer here? Tank against you probably have to prefer the Toxes, because Tox is better than this and Tox is better than this. And at the top, you're kind of hoping that the Stealth can hold against the Nuke, which you probably pick the Stealth. So, yeah, kind of winnable both ways, but I just feel like the Toxes have got the big advantage here. Because this mid tank, what is he going to do against this Tox? You're kind of hoping you get to Battle Masters for VCMs, get the Auto-Loader upgrade, a few GATs mixed in there, you get a big death blob, and then you can use that to clear out the middle, and then maybe upgrade to Napalm MiGs later, which they are expensive, but it's still possible. Peter behind this, behind the War Factory and supplying the middle, he's gone for a barracks back at home. Gonna have one RPG inside of here. He's got some mines on his power plant. Ooh, technical has got in here. Inside of Google's base. And it is a scrapped up one tech. Grenade attack, I think people call it. Killed a load of workers. Denied the oil capture one time. Doesn't have the capture upgrade. And he's also lost a load of workers here. So straight away, Google's economy has been pretty much wrecked. And DK Crazy dropping down a palace at 2 minutes and 40. Actually, it probably would have been going since 2 minutes 30. That is an ultra fast palace. Oh man. He's even doing a palace for any expansion to the middle. Absolutely crazy fast palace. Yeah, for me personally, I like to take over all the mid primarily. Make a load of Tuck Scorps and stuff like that. But there's two ways of playing it. You can go ultra fast palace as well, because when you get battle buses, there's nothing this guy's really going to be able to do against that. He's way behind in terms of oil. So yeah, crazy way ahead of Google here. We've got Firelord dropping down a propaganda center. Even though he's got the mines there, it is a little bit close to the front. We've got some RPGs here for ammo, just kind of chilling. Only collected on one truck though, Firelord. Technical here, going to harass DK ammo. Google is still not on it. His oil's the same technical, I think it is. It's going to get in and kill a load more workers as well. That's really painful for Google. Really, really painful. Firelord's still collecting on one truck. Not very good at all. There is a hijacker out, but there is an outpost here. So yeah, that hijacker is going to get spotted 100%. Yeah, it gets gunned down straight away. Lurtsy says, what do I think of the alleged racist comments from the Royals? Well, to be honest, man, I've never been a real fan of the Royals. I think they get paid all this money. And yes, they do loads of good stuff for the country. I'm not doubting that, but they get paid all this money to then chill in a palace. So yeah, I mean, the fact that we've got that pedophile guy as well, Prince Andrew, he should really be in jail, or at least be in court or being investigated, but he's not. He's just kind of gone into hiding, as well as these supposed racist comments, which has probably come from our future king, which is Prince Charles. I mean, he hasn't said that, but it probably highly likely is his dad. So yeah, I think I don't know, man, put them all in jail or something. I mean, from my country, I'm supposed to be supportive of him, but I just look at it from a completely neutral point of view. What do I see in it? We've got a paedophile that needs to be in jail that's not, and we've got our future king is supposedly being racist, which is absolutely horrendous. So yeah, there's no, if it was him, there's no way ever he should be king. No way. So yeah, plenty of action going on here in the middle. We got GG from Google, actually, because he's got all this stuff in his base. So it seems like these battle busters here for DK Crazy, like I said, that fast palace, ultra fast palace, by the 6 minutes 30 mark, he's already got 2 battle busters in his base. So yeah, Google just GG's, and yeah, 5-4 going to be the score. So will the game close out now? We are still on match point, or will it go to a decider? Yeah, that interview they did, Harry and Meghan, was the timing of that right? Because they have got one royal who's severely ill with like heart problems in hospital right now. So could they have delayed that a little bit? Did they need to go public? Maybe they did, because maybe all the papers are against them. They wanted to get their side of the story out. But I was never a fan of the royals anyway. I don't see, like, in this day and age, do you need a king? Do you need a queen? Yes, they're a symbol, and like people from China and all over the world actually all come to see them, and they love them and stuff, and they're like head of the Commonwealth and whatever. But in like the 21st century, a king and a queen, is that like in these modern times, should you have a king and a queen? Someone is just automatically king from a bloodline of probably a really inbred family over the years. Just my opinion. Kai says, isn't it like the royal family can't go to jail or something due to some old rules? I don't know, man. I don't know. But there was one woman in the UK. She was called Caroline Flack, and she used to be a presenter. And she attacked her husband or something, threw a lamp at him and cut his head or whatever. So she was like suspended from the show for a while, or sacked from the show or whatever. And then the media went absolutely crazy, and she was like on the front page of all the papers. She was potentially going to jail. She was like lost a job. Everyone was against her, and she got loads of hate and stuff. And then she killed herself. So that was the last time the media went crazy on someone. So when Meghan says I felt like killing myself, if you were on the front page of every newspaper and all the newspapers are saying bad things about you and you're locked away and you can't really do anything, then I really think that affects your mental health. So when she says I didn't want to be alive anymore, it's kind of hard, even though she's an actress and whatever, and I don't really trust everything she says. It's kind of hard to ignore. Like, imagine if you were on the front page of every newspaper every day and they were all slating you and making things out to be really bad about you, and they just had a vendetta against you. You probably it probably would heavily affect your mental health, like massively. If that happened to me, I know it would for a fact. And yeah, that Harry said that the racist comments were made. Like, would he lie about his own family? I don't think so. Like, out of all of them, I see like Harry the closest to me. Like, in terms of the same sex as me, he's male. He's the same closest in terms of age. He doesn't seem like a liar, and he's basically implying that his dad is a racist. And like, imagine if you brought like a mixed race girl back, and your dad said something like, "Oh, I wonder what color the baby's skin is going to be." Then, even though it's your dad, you probably would think, right, okay, this isn't the place for me anymore. You know what? So would he lie on national television saying his dad's a racist? I don't think he would lie. So I think it's true. So yeah, I say get rid of him. Give me permission, I'll go and get rid of him from the palace. Is this game going to load? It looks a little bit frozen. Let's see. Okay, slow load. So, I think this is going to go to a decider, you know, because I'm expecting these Tox Nuke to win again. Because, like I said, Tox beats this. Tox should beat that. And Nuke should be able to do fairly okay against Stealth. Yeah, Royals killed Diana. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's true or not. Could have done. Yeah, Vikowski, I agree. I agree with your comment. Okay, so we've got Crazy against Google, which Google is playing as the Tox, Crazy as the GLA. In the mid, we've got Ammo's Tank against Peter's Tox. Over here, we've got Firelord Stealth against Goatsee's Nuke. I mean, the Tox, again, should win this, but like Crazy's performance was so good. He destroyed Google so fast. Is Google going to be able to repeat that as quick? I don't know. This War Factory seems a lot quicker. So generally, that first technical that gets in and starts running havoc and killing all these workers, generally then that player then ends up chasing that tech for ages, and you're straight away on the back foot. So yeah, one thing I've learned from playing Defcon over and over again, chasing technicals is annoying. But the person who's getting the faster technical out usually has a big advantage, because the other player will be left chasing it for a while. First tentacle is out, but it's not actually been sent into the base. Maybe he's going to send 2 at a time. Or maybe he's just waiting for the inevitable attack from Google, which is coming now. Oh, does take it out. Okay, he does take it out. Maybe he's going to now get some scrap and then go in. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. We actually got a stealth tunnel here and some RPGs inside of this building. Putting out some damage on those oils very, very fast. There's no bunker or gat or anything out the front here. All technicals did get stopped there of DK Crazies, and he's left some scrap behind as well. But he did scrap deny that one, actually. Not this one, though. A load of workers not collecting, and a few of them have been killed as well. So, yeah, Google at the moment not collecting at all. Is now. Master out. Oil is down. Firelord applying the pressure this time, but he does not have his capture upgrade. He's collecting on a decent amount of workers, but not here. Only collecting on 3 there. Ammo and Crazy in the middle. We've actually got a Helix out for Ammo. Remember, this is match point. If Team Ammo and Crazy Firelord win this one, which is looking kind of good for him at the moment. Some presence in the middle with the Helix flying around. Ooh, baby. Same place as before. Same place as before. But they seem aware of it, and Ammo's going to go and check it. Crazy coming in with his technical as well. Going to stop that. Peter now sending quads to the middle. He's lost... did he lose a tunnel in the middle? Should be at least a re-tunnel in the middle now. Crazy coming through with the technical on these workers here of Google. We're seeing a variation here in Google's build order. So whilst DK Crazy was building a palace at 2.5 minutes, Google's now dropped down a second arms dealer, but it's a lot later as well. So his tech is way, way, way behind where Crazy's was. And Crazy's actually building a palace again. So yeah, no doubt going to be on those battle buses again, I think. Firelord still causing havoc here. Could shoot down that oil, which he is doing now. Palace going down. Only collects on 3 workers. No workers here. Not sure what happened there. Peter now in the middle. Getting down this tunnel here of DK Crazy. Ooh, according to the new rules, that's not allowed. DK Crazy needs to be reported and go on the Hall of Shame. Because it did go through a barracks. Okay, it was a scaffold. And actually, the scaffold has been cancelled. So that's abuse there from Peter as well. So both players here need to be completely banned from 0 hour. Lifetime ban minimum. Maybe like a family ban, like you and none of your family can play 0 hour again. So DK Crazy's now on Battle Busters, so he seems to like his fast tech so far from what I've seen. Google's on the 2 war factories. Peter's on a load of quads. He's on quads as Tox, but it's because this Helix has been flying around. But has he overreacted in terms of quads? Has he made too many? 2 here, 3 here. Maybe he thinks he's going mass Helixes or something. I don't know. Yeah, the 1 Helix forcing a load of quads out, you're probably happy to take that, because otherwise it'd just be loads of Scorpions against your ground army as tank. So got 2 battle busters here now for DK Crazy, combined with these GATs, but DK Crazy leaving these GATs and quads out in the open a bit, then they all need to go back together, need to stick together. It's quite a scary army here. You've got the Overlord giving the Speaker Tower bonus to this ground army. DK Crazy losing 1 battle bust there. It's got a Jarman, takes out the Overlord. Firelord applying pressure here, and this is good from Firelord. Really impressed with Firelord's early tunnel, but should Wizard have spotted it and maybe bunkered off this? Because even now there's still no bunker there. So yeah, whilst this Overlord was out here supporting the fight in the mid, Wizard's losing his whole base, and then Peter's going to be having to play with 2 bases, and not only looking after his main, which tends to be fine, but he's looking after the mid and then trying to protect this base as well, which these oils are already dead, by the way. So it looks to me pretty good for the left team. I think they're going to be able to close it out here, and DK Crazy on 4 markets already. Google's only just got his palace, no markets at all. A little bit of a weird red tunnel there. Crazy also has a few quads out. He's going for quads and battle busters, I suppose. Decent combo. Should it be Scorpions, though? Maybe. Sexy and Chester's Firelord, still no unsafe workers. Oh, yeah. Pretty big error, I suppose. He's still doing really well and still pretty much won his side, so to speak. But no workers there is a massive, massive mistake. And throughout these games, he's only been collecting on 3 and 2 workers for a lot of the time. A lot of his supplies. He's now remaking his workers. I suppose the benefit of having no workers is that when a unit comes in like that GAT, it's got nothing to kill. Or when that tech comes in, it's got nothing to kill. So it's pros and cons. If you're not collecting with any trucks or any workers... Ooh. If you're not collecting with any trucks or any workers, then how can he harass you? These overlords still in the middle. Firelord got 2.6k. He's got 1 market out. No workers' shoes. Should he have capitalized on taking this? Yeah, I think he should. Should he have had more tunnels pushing forward here and be actually properly clearing this? Probably, yeah, he should. Should he have a presence in the middle and maybe taking this supply ages ago? Probably, yes. Just going to ask myself questions over and over again. We've got a massive army now for DK Ammo, shutting down one of the buses for Google. He does have the chain gun upgrade as well, so these buses are going to go down even quicker. Huge engagement here, but there's a load of Scorpions combined with the Overlords with the Speaker Tower. Firelord bringing in the battle buses and his quads of his own. But DK ammo with this massive army here. So this is what I was saying earlier. If you're going to fight against Tox, this is probably the composition you want. Especially, you need the ECMs. That's like the key point here. With the ECM, it just makes the RPGs, the Stingers, and all that a lot weaker. I do like the Gamma upgrade there from Google. So it's basically DK Ammo is going to win this bottom side here, but this team on the right is going to win this side here. Not the greatest engagement there for Firelord, I don't think. Jarman is very, very injured, walking around with a limp. Yeah, DK Ammo is really clearing at the mid. I suppose if the right side lose the mid, I mean, what is Pink gonna have left? Because Pink has got nothing. He's got nothing here. He's not got any oils. I mean, Pink's gonna be out soon. He's got 850 to his name. He could sell this, I suppose, or maybe long distance let sell some war factories. I suppose he's got this army, but a Jarman or something is eventually going to take out these, whether it be this Helix or not. Got a nuke missile for DK Ammo. He does like that, actually, I noticed. Whether he plays nuke and goes nuke MiGs, or whether he's playing tank and getting the upgrades, he always likes to build a nuke. Whatever reason. I mean, remember that game where Big Size, I think he played against Excal, and he made all the upgrades for those Battle Masters, and they were like super fast. He had the Horde bonus, nationalism, everything going for him, and those Battle Masters are so strong. Maybe that's the state that he wants to get into. Yeah, when these get all the upgrades, they're insanely powerful. They basically just click on anything and it's dead in a second. So yeah, Peter has got this supply. But yeah, go out a Goatsy even. He has $50 to his name now. But I mean, I don't even know what he's just going to literally just use these two Overlords. Try and get himself to level 3 so he can use the support powers from his CC that he's got. Is he just happy just to stay out of the game now? Like not collecting anything, just use the support powers and use these Overlords? I think that's it. The decided matchup is USA GLA China, I think. With China mid and the USA against the GLAs. So yeah, big important fights now happening in the middle. Whoever secures the middle is going to win the game. That's why they're continually fighting for it. Google's actually collecting from these here. Crazy's just bunkered this off with demo traps. Yeah, there will be people questioning whether Wizard is worth him staying in the game now, because he's not level 3 yet. He could get level 3. Use the carpet and artillery. But is the benefit bigger in him quitting, giving the $50 to Peter, and giving him power? That's the most important thing. Giving the GLA Tox the power. Like, can Peter micro these Overlords himself? I'm pretty sure he can, since he's got an army there in the middle anyway. But the only thing is that the support powers, you would be missing out on the support powers. Huge engagement here. It might be whoever wins this fight is going to win the game, maybe. It looks like Team Crazy.
Hey, MMO, what's that spell? Ammo.
Yo, Justin, cheers for $2 once again. Not a hawky comment this time. But it does look like, yeah, Ammo is winning the game here. Is he MVP in this game? Potentially. He made Peter overreact, making loads and loads of quads in the early game. Then he switched to the ground army, and he's pretty much won all of the battles that he's taken part in the middle. And DK Crazy, look at how many markets he has got. Insane amount. Way ahead of Google's market count. I think this is going to be GG. DK Crazy with that amount of markets at this point in the game. Probably not something you want to do. Wizard is pretty much out. He's still not quit, and he's still not level 3. So Wizard making a massive mistake here. Wizard throughout these games... He's not been the sole reason for some of the losses, but he has made mistakes in most of the games I can think of. It is easy to forget to check this spot and let that tunnel get up there early, but he never bunkered this off or anything, never rebuilt his supply, let Peter take it. He's still not quitting now, so yeah, Wizard, bit questionable decision in my opinion. I don't even know what he's got or why he's in the game right now. Like, what is he doing? Give Peter the power, you're about to lose the whole set. Or if they'd have played it 100% right, they would have set it up so the power would go to the strongest player, which is Google. Okay, it's across the map, but you better give him power to the best player, which is Google. I think it's GG. I think Team Crazy has won this. Ammo's, carpet, and artillery coming across the map. And it's going to hit those two oils there. Peter's going to have his economy wrecked, really. Even DK Crazy's market count alone can probably win the game now. And they're winning the middle. It's just too strong a team, it seems. And all of a sudden, those tanks are firing a hell of a lot quicker. So it's got pretty much all the upgrades now, apart from the, I think it's called Nationalism. See how fast these are now. Yeah, I want to see that Nationalism. I think he's even got that's even going one step further, isn't it? If you get all the upgrades and you stealth them, that's a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, I think this is over. Well played to DK Crazy's team. GG. It is over. Oh, no, wait. No, it's not over. It's 5-5.
You have been defeated.
It's not over. It's not over. I thought they were up. No, they were actually down. Okay, so it's 5-5. It's going to go to a decider. I thought that was the end of the set. I thought the 5-4 was already to DK Crazy's team, but I didn't look at the score for a while. So yeah, we are going to a decider, which is, I believe, USA, China, GLA. With China in the mid and the GLA against the USA on the sides. Okay, so yeah, this is the mirror. This is the final game. So yeah, definitely getting money's worth here in terms of Anti-Pro sponsoring this. And viewers definitely getting their time's worth. I actually thought this set would be done in 2 hours. Here we are. 3 hours and a half later. It's because I'm waiting for my food. That's what it is. I got my food, got a pasta bake waiting downstairs. It's been waiting for 3.5 hours. Well, 3 hours. So that's all that's on my mind.
Google has googly eyes when he sees Ammo Micro.
Justin is a Hawkeye hater and an ammo lover, it seems. Thank you for the $2 once again. Is everybody in? Yeah, I'm just hungry, man. I haven't eaten for ages. I haven't eaten since 12 o'clock and we're now on 9 o'clock. So that's 9 hours. I did eat a piece of cheese, but I don't think that counts. Right, come on, guys. I need to eat my food now. Google. Accept. Okay then, so we've got top versus bottom now, which I think makes it easier to look at, easier to commentate, easier to view. It's probably a slow load. So yeah, we've got a mirror now. This is the final decider. Next game wins. $90 for the winning team. Shout out to Antipro and Wraith for organizing this as well. Antipro sponsored this one. So yeah, we've got China versus China in the middle. So Wizard against Ammo. On the sides, we have Google USA against Crazy's GLA. And then on the left, we've got Peter with the GLA against Firelord's USA. So yeah, interesting battle. I mean, if you just look at the left sides, just look at the sides for a second. Google's USA is very, very good. I think he prides himself on having really decent V micro and pushing out kind of mid game with them Vs. I'm expecting that might happen here against DK Crazy. So it's all going to be about the aggression that DK Crazy can do. Can he damage Google's base enough? And then on the left hand side, we've got Peter's GLA against Firelord's USA. I'm picking Peter to beat Firelord's USA. You know, that's just what I'm thinking. And I also prefer the double supply thing. I actually think this, whatever he's doing here, not necessarily that great against GLA, but he might be planning to drop, because we can't forget the China's in the middle. He might be planning to drop a V in the middle. Yeah, I don't know, man. One full V against the GLA. He must be going for the China. It must be. But China here, I don't know how slow that truck was. I think that was a slow truck. I think it was, yeah, because he already has a war factory and a airfield, so that truck, the second truck there that was made, I think is pretty slow. We've got a TNT here coming from Peter, something out of DK Crazy. They might be trying to double the China maybe, or triple the China. Actually going to be a dropping a full V here. Ooh, no. I thought that was going to be a dead V from self-destruction there. They've hunted the China. They have hunted the China. So yeah, Wizard very quickly on no Dozer, and he also wasn't collecting on one truck for a while. So straight away off to a good start is the top team. DK Crazy behind this is getting his oils, and Google now picking off that technical, pick off the RPGs, but no harassment yet on Google. So the initial attack from the top team has not done any pressure to Google. So Google's mid game, when those Vs come out in their numbers, it's going to be hard to deal with, perhaps. So DK Ammo has been left pretty much untouched. He's getting his airfield up now. It's no doubt going for the napalm mix. Peter taking some control in the middle. He's got a tunnel there. Late getting his oils. Firelord also late getting his oils. DK Ammo and Crazy already on the oils, and Google and Wizard already on the oils as well. Technicals here do take out the gap, but this is what I was talking about. Is Crazy going to be prepared and able to deal with this? Or is he just going to rely on the napalm mix? Because, oh no, why would you do that? I don't know. Those MiGs are needed right now over here. But the fact that he attacked the technical and then landed with the RPGs there, that was bad. So yeah, I think the top team's team play here is very, very good, because DK Crazy is not even interested in fighting against Google. He just wants to use the napalm MiGs of DK Ammo to kill these Vs. So I like it. I like that decision. John Alter in the chat says, why do you hate Peter? Who says I hate Peter?
Search and destroy.
Little Black Cat in the chat says, why does Team Peter show as Team Non? So there at the bottom, why is it show Non? It's just a bug in the game. It's always been in the game since it like got released. So just ignore that at the bottom. Just ignore it. It's wrong. Strategy Center now being built. This tunnel has not been finished. Tech RPG is going to try to finish the dozer. But he has another one there. Dozer is going to go down. Wizard's still putting in the work with these MiGs, despite getting hunted in the beginning. He has got the airfield and the war factory, which is pretty much the same as what Ammo's got. But Ammo's actually got 2 war factories. Should Ammo just be focusing on MiGs, though? I think going for the war factories is a mistake. Maybe just spamming the MiGs is better. He could have like 3 airfields probably now, with loads and loads of napalm MiGs. And that probably would be a lot better than having these GATs, I feel. So I think that's a mistake there from Ammo. There's some vetted GATs, so he has killed some stuff. But suddenly, it's actually not looking that bad for the bottom team. Peter here taking more in the middle.
Search and destroy.
Firelord is preparing V's and the Avengers. But I just think Peter looking too big in the middle at the moment. And Google's got this amount of V's out. So Crazy does need to hold this. He's just put a load of RPGs inside of that bunker. Big attack here from the purple player, which is Peter and his quads. Google desperately trying to push through, but I think he's going to get forced back. And yeah, DK Ammo with these GATs. He's actually, I suppose, holding this, but could he have held equally as good or better with the mass MiGs? He's got the chain gun upgrade, something that he very much does like. And Goatsy also spamming the GATs. Remember, he can't do anything else, really. I suppose if the top team can hold on long enough, they can try to get the China player out completely. Probably taking out the power as a priority, because you don't want to let Peter get on power. He's on 3 supplies now in the mid. Looking very, very nice for him. These MiGs here are going to probably target these Vs. Ooh, the GATs from Goatsy are going to take out the Avenger here of Firelord. It's just looking so good for the bottom team, despite that early hunt in the beginning. Maybe they needed to follow it up with something like take out the airfield or take out the power or something to slow him down even more. It really looks like Team Google might be taking this one. MiG's now coming in on the Avenger and the Vs. Could have been worse, I suppose. Only 2 Vs did go down, but and the Avenger actually. The Avenger went down there as well. I don't actually know what set on fire exactly. The Avenger went down there as well. Google really wants to break in through here, and I think he is going to be able to do. Flashbang cleared out that really, really quick, or instant rather. And now Google is going to be able to get in the base. There are a load of gats coming, but like I said before, would it not have been better to have mass mix? I don't know. And Peter has put in the work here and taken over the whole mid. Combined with this army here of Google, is looking like a formidable force. I don't think that Crazy and Ammo can hold this. I think this is it, I'm afraid. And yeah, Firelord is way over here. Meanwhile, Peter is like collecting over here. He's got this army in Crazy's base. So yeah, Firelord. Maybe he needs to do a little bit more. But I told you in the beginning, going for that build order wasn't the strongest. Yes, they got the hunt. But apart from that, like, they didn't follow it up with anything. Didn't take out the power, take out the barracks, take out the war factory, or take out anything. So Wizard had all he needed for a while in that game. Yes, sure, later on he's probably going to want another airfield or a propaganda center or a CC or whatever. But in the early game to mid game, he had everything he needed. He had the napalm MiGs, he had the GATs. So yeah, GG, well played to Team Google. It was a very, very close set indeed. Going down to the wire there, 6-5 victory. They will win $90, which is $30 per person. Sponsored by Anti-Pro. So shout out to him and Wraith for organising it. I think he came up with the rules and stuff. It was a very, very nice challenge on Defcon once again. And I think now I'm going to go and get some food, because it's been like a hell of a long time since I last had some food. So, GG's.
Ammo teammates need to pick it up.
Yeah, GG's, well played to all players. Cheers again, Justin, for the donation. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm going to take a break now, go and get some food. I'll probably be back tomorrow now, to be quite honest. Probably late tomorrow. So, yeah, GG's. Well played to all players. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the donations, new subscribers, and see you all very, very soon. GG's.